Shoobity wop me, oobity wop me, oop-a-doo down.
Good evening, and welcome to the desert on what is apparently Mars for Cryptex and Game Night on Saturday the 27th of November. Hope you're all well. Well done to Samster there, smashing it out of the park. 31 is a huge score for Only Connect, so very well done to Samster on winning that game. Point equals pennies, of course, in that game, and very many thanks as well to the Lupine One for providing that question pack there. Had a couple of Only Connect packs in recently, so yeah, I thought we'd do them because I've already all the packs for season 6 have already been earmarked. So I thought, well, I'll do them now. So, otherwise, they're not going to be seen. Oh, a message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref.
Mars. Other chocolate confectionery available.
Indeed, like the Galaxy is also available. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Matt. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Let's stop that bonus right there. 29 players grabbing a penny. Let's refresh the app. Bring that up to date. Oh, and a message from our sponsor, It's Sotley.
It's been a grand year.
It's been a grand year. Thank you very much for the 12 months of support there at Sotley. Enormously kind of you. Thank you for the support. Does mean an awful lot to me. And thanks as well to Ash the Bash for resubscribing at 28 months. 28 months is bonkers. That's 2 1/3 of a year, which probably means something if I'm going to go into numerology, which I'm not. But thank you very much, all of you, for the support. It is very much appreciated. Now, very special game night this evening. We've got Cryptex first of all, with a pack written by Jogging Chum. In a pack that I rated above average difficulty, but not massively above average difficulty. So we'll see how you'll get on with this. We've then got some risky business after that from our friend Big Man Aaron, and Samson has said that this is a delightful pack. And Matt the Ref is gifting out a sub there, taking up to 102. That going to Riff Raccoon. Welcome on into the fan, Riff Raccoon. And Matt, thank you for your generosity. Very much appreciated. Yeah, Big Man Aaron, Risky Business, that's coming up a bit later on. And then the event of the hour. It is myself versus Bash in Buzz Off. Your 1 million micropennies have paid for it, and tonight it is happening. We're very grateful to Buzzer Bob, who is going to be stepping in a little while to be the host, as he was last time when Megs and I did a Buzz Off. So I'm very grateful to Bob for giving up part of his Thanksgiving to go through the build again, as a sort of refresher course. We do need to do some sound tech stuff ahead of time, so there might be a slightly longer than ordinary delay after Risky Business. It might be 5 or 10 minutes just while we get sound stuff figured out and set up, but after that we should be good to go. So let me say hello to you all. Who have we got? Colo and Apodo, good evening. Matt, Big Man Aaron, AB Me, Shapes, hello to Zeus and Salem, to Topper One, and to Jogging Chum, who wrote this pack. Good evening, Lewis and Tabstop, Joe and Oni, DMC, Riff Raccoon, hello to Jerry and Samster, and One Crazy Taco. It's a new name I don't recognise. Very welcome to you. Very welcome. Welcome muchly to you. And a message from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred, kicking off a hype train. Something indeed. Thank you for the 100 bits, Jack Wilfred. That has triggered a hype train. Always exciting when that happens. Thank you for the support. And good evening to Clive, True Anonyman. Now cut that out. Ayub Prasad, Player 2 Stark. Good evening, Derek and Calibrator Vision, Innes and Car, Ash and Jack, Silent Marine and Reese. Brand new Halo. It's Sotley. It's H Games. I think there was another new name. Welcome to you. Rubik's, Natter, Jers, Pyro Pygmy, TJ, and anyone else who is lurking and lingering in the chat. It is lovely to have you here. I hope you're having a good weekend. So, we're going to start with Cryptex, the puzzly, crosswordy sort of game thing. And it will be very fun, I assure you. It's good questions, solidly written questions. Who's going to take the gold, silver and bronze? Points equals pennies in this game, and medals available as well. And if you want to come and play, you need to type in this here code. H Games, I can do that. Puzzly new game show game thing, yeah. Put that on the box art. IPKU if you want to come play, type in the code. Remember that after the lobby code has been done, this Matt the Ref gifting out a sub to H Games. Welcome on into the fam, H Games. Enjoy a month of ad-free viewing, and thank you, Matt, for the support. And also a message from our sponsor Oni that's about to kick off, I think. There we go.
There's in Babylonia on Mars now. Don't Google it.
Is that so? Thank you very much for the 100 bits, earning yourself the 5k bits badge. Thank you for that astonishing support there, and it's very kind of you. So yes, whisper the code to join the lobby. Your name will appear on the screen, and hereafter this game is conducted entirely in whispers. Whisper, so you need to make sure you whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot, otherwise your answers will not be processed and will most likely be deleted by a moderator. You have to join the lobby at the start of the game if you want to play. You can't join midway through, so even if you only want to try one or two of them, best bet is to join it from the start. This is an entirely self-sufficient game. Once it starts, it cannot be stopped. The machine takes over and it just runs through to the end. I was going to do a sort of test run of this pack on fast mode, but sort of time got away from me. But it looked pretty solid. Oh, and Matt gifting out another sub there to Nightbot. Nightbot now has got... Nightbot will not have to endure any more adverts. Thank you for the support there, Matt. Bob, welcome to the stream, my dude. Our host from later on, Bob, making an appearance with the Whoa Buffett. Wow, Buffett. And yes, thank you, Totally, for the reminder there. Yes, pen and paper strongly advised, or some form of Google Sheet if you want to note your answers down, because you need to be noting down individual letters to form into the sum of a greater whole along the way, and it's a bit difficult to do that. All in your head. A message from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred.
I don't feel you get enough cute cheers on this channel, so here goes. Love everything you do for our entertainment, and love the community you've built. Thank you. Thank
you very much, Jack Wilfred, for all the kind words. The kind words is really very sweet of you indeed, and thank you very much for the 100 bits as well. Oh, Block! Hello, Block! Welcome on in. Blockworker, who's the sort of the guru guy, go-to guy, and doesn't appear very often, but he's making an appearance tonight. And Oni gifting out a sub there to Lady Oni. Welcome on into the fam. Thank you for the support there, Oni. And oh my God, all the bits are happening. Mountain of Union, but that's fine, Block. It's good to have you here, lurking and lingering. Message from our sponsor, Zeusless.
Here's another cheer containing cute things. Topper 1 Gaming.
Oh, you! Thank you for the 100 bits, Zeus, and I'm sure Topper is very grateful for your kind words. Another message from our sponsor, Buzzer Bob.
Take my money.
I really need to shorten that sting because there's far too much silence at the end. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Buzzer Bob. Greatly appreciate the support. And thank you all for the kind words and the donations. And here's another 100 bits coming in from Jogging Chum. Message from our sponsor, Jogging Chum. Quiz indeed. Absolutely right. Oh, God. A message from our sponsor, Samster. Yeah, get comfy.
Thumbs up, pause button, backpack, scissors, Virgo, cool sign, U, stew, mountain, bicyclist, imp, uppercase letters, rushed face, black flag, post office, crab, department store, white, large, square, 2 hearts, church, rabbit, closed book, hugging face, lollipop, checkbox, with check, rising market, circus, astonished.
That's it. TTS has had enough of your shit at that point, but thank you very much for the 100 bits. Matt the Red, thank you very much for the 50 bits there. I don't think that triggers the TTS, but very grateful to you all the same. Right, I think you should be about there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 28, 29 players in the lobby so far. Hole 4, London, nil. It's like 30 seconds behind. Keep your eye on the chat then, Derek. That is going to be the thing to do. Oh, and before we kickstart the game, here's a message from our sponsor, Topper 1 Gaming. And hello, Danny Gambit.
Here's a cheer of things that give me nightmares.
Oh, your love-hate relationship is beautiful. Danny Gambit, welcome to the stream. Maxio, welcome on in as well. And Quizface as well. Good to see you. And yeah, Crab Department Store. Many lols. Right, I'm going to lock it up in 10, 9, 8, I should probably type this at the same time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play Cryptex. So the rules will be explained here at the beginning. Round 1 is decryption. Every 20 seconds you'll be presented an index number and an 8-letter clue. There are 8 clues in total. These clues will help you crack the cryptex at the end of the round. The clue and the cryptex share the same letter in the index position. So for example, you might be given clue 6, hopping Australian marsupial. The answer would be kangaroo. You take the 6th letter of that word and put it into the 6th slot of your cryptex. Over the course of the 8 clues, you'll get 1 letter for each slot, and if you solve all 8 clues, then you should know exactly what the cryptex is. After all 8 clues have been revealed, there's a 10-second break. At any time before the break, you may submit the answer to any of the clues that have been revealed, even if it's no longer on the screen. So if you suddenly have a brainwave and think, oh, I know what question 2 was, you can type it in, it will still accept it. Each correct answer is worth 5 points, but any incorrect answers or repeats will cost you a point. After that 10-second break, attempt to crack the cryptex. You only have 1 attempt to do this. Cracking the cryptex is worth 20 points, but an incorrect answer costs you 10 points. So the more answers you solve and the more letters you have in your cryptex, the more chance you have. You can attempt it with any number of letters, but the more you have, the more likely you are to solve it, and if you are wrong, you do lose those 10 points. As ever, whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot, keep your eye on the chat, because that's when the questions will be live, and use of pen and paper or something like a Google Sheets is encouraged. Note down the letters as they go. So this pack is written by Jogging Chum. We're very grateful to them for their efforts. I hope you have fun with it. Round 1 is decryption. Let's play. So, your first clue of the night, co-star of Rosemary and Thyme, or a feeling of profound happiness. You're the 8th letter of this, solve this along the way. I'll give you 5 points if you do. Shapes, first one to get points, followed by Zeus. You can come back to it a bit later on. A few more solving, you can come back to that, even if it's no longer there. Next clue, you want the 4th index. Loose pieces of rock, building material, or organic waste, derived from the Latin for a wearing away. And thank you very much for that level 2 hype train. Leaving the station. 4th index, 4th letter you want from this word? Okay, let's go on. Blank Angus, beef named after a Scottish city. You want the 6th letter. Oh, there we go. A lot more green. Spelling must be exact in this game, I will remind you. Next clue. A bad-tempered or bitter person or cat, perhaps. 7 letters. Slightly cryptic clues, as is the nature of this game. Any more? You can come back to that one a bit later on. For now, let's go on to the next clue. Colloquial term for the Canadian Federal Police Force. And from this, you want to take the 3rd letter. Few solves coming in there. Maybe a mistyping, Zeus. Let's go on. Decade in which Seoul hosted the Summer Olympics. You want the 5th letter. Remember, all the answers will be 8 letters long. If it's not 8 letters, it's probably the wrong answer. Can come back to it in a bit. A French clear soup made with a clarified broth. This will give you the 1st letter of the cryptex. You want the 1st letter of this word. Rare bacterial disease caused by Clostridium botulinum. This is the 2nd index here. This is the final clue, so the last chance to get some solves. However many letters you've got, that is what you've got to work with to try and crack the cryptex. Remember, 20 points if you are right, minus 10 if you are wrong. 10 seconds to check you're working. No answers will be accepted during this time, and then 1 attempt, if you so choose, to crack the cryptex. You're going to give it a go? Solve now. A couple of wrong answers. A few people getting it right. Quite a lot of people looking like they're abstaining. Not enough information to go on. Quite early to warrant a guess, perhaps. Derek solving at the last second. The solution to the cryptex was courtesy. Co-star of Rosemary and Thyme is Felicity, from where we got the Y. Loose pieces of rock is detritus, from where we got the R. Aberdeen Angus is the beef, named after the Scottish city, from where we got the E. A bad-tempered or bitter person or cat is a sourpuss, from where we got the S. Colloquial term for the Canadian Federal Police Force is the Mounties, from where we got the U. The decade in which Seoul hosted the Summer Olympics was the 80s, from where we got the T. A French clear soup made with the clarified broth is consommé, from where we got the C. And the bacterial disease is botulism, from where we got the O. That's the end of puzzle 1. Toot taking an early lead with 60, which is a perfect board, all 8 clues plus the Cryptex. Ines 55, Shapes on 50, Derek 45. Then got a bit of a gap, but we've still got plenty of puzzles to go. Let's reset the Cryptex and go on to puzzle number 2. And we're back in. Ground meat formed and baked in the shape of bread, or Michael Lee Aday's stage name. We want the 5th letter. You ever think about it? You can come back to it in a bit. Next clue. Someone who displays technical mastery in the form of artistic expression. You want the 3rd letter. Not so many solving that one. Do ever think about it? Might come to you later on. Next clue. The main display or hub of a website. You want the 7th letter. Oh, that's a lot of green. There we go. Highest rank in professional sumo wrestling. You want the 6th letter. The preservation of the importance of humane qualities. 2nd letter is what you're after here. Tricky one. Let's go on. On the floor above by way of steps. Take the 8th letter. That will go into your Cryptex. 8 letters in this clue as well. On the floor above by way of steps. Thin slice of boneless breaded meat. This would be the 1st letter. Take it and pop it into the Cryptex. So what do you get? Sam's getting that one, Derek getting that one. Absolute nonsense, or that bloody annoying robot from the Borderlands video game series. 4th letter. This is your final clue. Last chance to try and salvage some points. I can't see anybody with a full gamut of all 8 answers. Oni's got 6 out of 8. You've got 10 seconds to check your working now. Likewise, Derek on 6 out of 8. Are they going to have a go? Is anyone going to have a go? Try and crack the Cryptex. 20 seconds. What is it? It's subtly managing with just 3 there. Very impressive. No one's going to risk getting it wrong. Correct answer to the Cryptex was earplugs. Earplugs. Meatloaf is the ground meat formed and baked into bread. A virtuoso is someone who displays technical mastery. The main display or hub of a website is the home page. Highest rank in professional sumo wrestling is Yokozuna. Well done if you got that. Preservation of the importance of humane qualities is sanctity. On the floor above by way of steps, it's upstairs, from where we got the S. Thin slice of boneless breaded meat is an escallop, from where we got the E. And absolute nonsense is claptrap, from where we got the P. That's the end of puzzle 2 and the end of round 1. Toot maintains the lead just by 4 points on 104. Innes is in 2nd on 100. Derek's in 3rd with 94. Shapes 85. Samster 70. Oni 63. Apodo 60. Quizface 59. Zeus 56. Lewis and Calibrated Vision on 53. It softly completes the top row on 48. So let's explain the rules for round number 2. Round 2, it is combination. Gameplay is identical to round 1, except this time each clue is now a combination of 2 words. The ending of the first word is blended with the beginning of the second word. Oh, excuse me. At least 2 of the letters will overlap, possibly more. Thank you very much for the follow, Manna Kate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good time. For example, the clue might be a poke hand of 5 hearts crossed with bar black blank. That would be flush and sheep. You smash them together to get an 8-letter made-up word, flusheep in this instance. And as before, you take the index position, put it into the cryptex, and that will help you to solve the 8-letter cryptex at the end of the puzzle. Yeah, well, Shape, just like any crossword, you get rid of spaces in crosswords, don't you? Justice for flush heap. Yes, this is the Pokemon generator round. Let's see how you get on. Remember, as ever, you don't need to solve both clues to actually be able to get the cryptex. So if you can't work out the second half, but the index is in the first half, you might still be able to take a letter from it, which will contribute towards your solving of the cryptex. This round is a little bit harder, generally, than round 1. So I think the clues are a little bit friendlier, though, in this particular pack. Let's begin puzzle number 3. A noisy or belligerent crowd of people and a sheep or goat's cry. And it's the first in. And you're after the 5th index here, so there could be an overlap there. Let's go on. Let Blank, 90s pop trio, and the former name of Chicago's Willis Tower. A large work published in smaller installments, and the central hub of Venice. 2nd index is what you need if you smash them together. Exeter and Plymouth are cities in this English county, and an American-based satirical media corporation named after a vegetable. Jean de Brunhoff, creation, who becomes king of the Elephant Kingdom, and a negotiation of the value of goods and services, 7th index. This is a very pleasing clue, this is. Remember, points equal pennies in this game, so do keep answering. Popcorn, before it becomes popcorn, and a hip-hop artist known for hits Dilemma and Hot in Hair. That's not a typo, I'm assured. List of staff hours, and a sleeveless open coat popularly worn in the Middle Ages. 8th position, 8th index. One more clue to come. A distinctive way of pronouncing a language at an item written in a diary or log. 4th letter. Innes, solving all 8 clues, should now know what the cryptex is. Tabsop as well, getting all 8. And that is going to be time up. 10 seconds thinking time. And then it is going to be 20 seconds to solve the cryptex. Have you got enough information? This will be a real word. This will not be a blended word. 20 seconds to solve. What do you think it is? -10 if you're wrong. Any more for any more? Lewis sneaking an answer in. Levelled was the solution to the cryptex. Rableat was the belligerent crowd and the sheep or goat's cry. Lucia's, let loose and the Sears Tower. Serialto was clue 3. Devonian was the next one. Barbata, which is very nice. Colonel and Nelly. A rota and a tabard, rotabard, and accentry, accent and sentry, or entry, possibly. And puzzle 3, Innes with the lead, but only by a point, 160 to 659. Derek in third, 144. Shapes has 140. Oni 112. Zeus 100. Lewis on 98. Samson on 90. Tabstot 78. Colo 77. Apodo 75. Vision on 68. Let's reset the Cryptex and go on. Man-made structure used to assist migrating fish travelling upstream, and a local rivalry between two teams in competition. The 7th letter. Tabstot first in this time round. Remember, even if you've not solved it, you might be able to get that 7th index all the same. A tall rubber boot for the outdoors, singular, and words that comprise a song, singular. First letter. Basket of food for a picnic, and capital of Western Australia. Second letter. Neck and neck at the top still. Next clue. Ash and Brock's female companion in the Pokemon anime, and to prevent or hinder progress, you want the 8th letter. It's nice to see Ash can remember its companion at the very least. I think it might have been a different Ash. Small wild-spotted cat found in the sub-Saharan region of Africa, and a company that runs digital video game store Steam. You want the 3rd letter. Okay. Limestone Hill Range found in Somerset, UK, and the Green Teletubby. 4th letter. Okay, one final clue for you then. Vertical sides of a door, and American twins who have won 39 tennis titles in the men's doubles. Oh no, hang on, there might be one more clue after this, actually. Yes, this is clue 7. Sorry, one more clue. And here it comes. A person who is regarded as perfect in a particular quality, and a giant metallic instrument hit with a mallet to create a long-lasting, resonant sound. Doesn't look like anybody's got 8 out of 8 on this one, but you might have enough information to crack the Cryptex all the same. 10 seconds thinking time. 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. Have you gathered enough info? Can you crack the Cryptex? 20 seconds. Time starts now. Zeus getting off just 3 letters. Maybe he had more letters but didn't get the clues on the way. Solution to the Cryptex is wardrobe. First clue was ladderby or ladderby. Welliric was a tall rubber boot, and the words that comprise the song. The basket of food for a picnic, and the capital of Western Australia is Hamperth. Miss Stymie, Ash and Brock's female companion, and to prevent or hinder progress. Servalue, Serval and Valve. Sorry, Servalve was what that one was. Mendipsy for the next. Jambrian. And finally, Paragong. That's the end of puzzle number 4. And at the end of that, Innes hanging on to his lead with 210. Toots in second with 204. Derek in third, 184. Shapes has 180. Oni 167. Samster 139. Zeus 134. Lewis 123. Tabstop 113. Colo 106. Quizface 103. And Big Man Aaron on 99. Paragon is a great word. It might be Jambrian, Brian. I'd have to go check, Derek. Round 3 is Cryptex. In this round, crack Cryptex as quickly as possible. Do not submit answers to the clues, only crack the Cryptex. Your submission must be exactly 8 letters long or it won't be accepted. So don't try and crack the clues, solve the clues, because if they're 8 letters long, you'll be frozen out. At the beginning of the round, the Cryptex is worth 55 points. Clues are revealed every 15 seconds, and each clue drops the value of the Cryptex by 5 points. You have but one attempt. An incorrect answer will earn you 1 point for each letter in the correct position, but a correct answer will earn you the points currently available in the bank. So when it gets to the end, you may as well attempt something, even if you've only solved one clue, because you do still get some points for every letter in the correct place. But if you can solve it earlier, even better. This is the final round. Only 3 Cryptexes remain, which means there are 165 points up for grabs. Good luck. The first category is film and TV. Not expecting many people to have a go at this point. So we speed up the clock a little bit. Get through 3. But film and TV, 8 letters long. Here's your first clue. 7th letter, a type of pattern fabric also known as railroad stripe. This clue is 10 letters long. You want the 7th. Going down to 45. Chemical element used in swimming pool disinfectant. It's 8 letters long. You want the 6th. Put it into the 6th slot of the Cryptex. Remember, it's film and TV. We're going to drop the bank by 5 points. Cryptex now worth 40. A London Underground line. It's the brown one. 8 letters long. You want the 5th. Derek having a go, getting some points, but not the right answer. 10 letters long, you want the 8th, the American name for a gobstopper. 35 points for solving now. So I think that's letters 5, 6, 7, and 8. Zeus the first to solve, claiming 35 points. 4th letter, Canadian province containing Edmonton and Calgary. 7 letters long, you want the 4th. Samps are attempting, getting some points, but not all. The Zootons may have been killed off, but Mark Ronson made sure this song by them endured. 7 letters long, you want the 2nd. 25 points for solving now. Short fin and long fin are types of this mackerel shark. It's 4 letters long, you want the 1st. 20 points if you can solve now. Innes claiming those 20 points, as is Tabstop. Only slipping up there, getting some points, but not the max. 15 points available. A recess in a tooth caused by decay. It's 6 letters long, you want the 3rd. This is the final clue. 15 points if you can solve now, or 10 seconds on the next cycle. Now's the time, good a time as any to attempt it. You're not going to get any more information. Remember, points equal pennies. 15 seconds and 10 points available. Give it a go. End of the category is film and TV. Lots of people getting points but not getting the answer, which was Maverick. Seersucker is also known as railroad stripe. Chlorine is what we get. Swimming pool. Bakerloo is the brown London Underground line. Gobstopper is a jawbreaker. Canadian province containing Edmonton and Calgary is Alberta. The Zootons killed off Valerie. Shortfin and longfin are types of mako. And a recess in a tooth caused by decay is a cavity. Let's reset the Cryptex, put it back up to 55 points. And is still with the lead. It's an ingredient. £55 points if you can solve now. Don't blame me for not trying though. Only get 1 attempt. Oni's hedging his bets. He's not right. Not going to get any points. 50 points then. Principal pilot of Thunderbird 2. 6 letters long. You want the 3rd. Jesus Christ's astrological sign. 6 letters, you want the 5th. 2 going for Death or Glory as well and missing out. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito were an unlikely pair of these in this 80s comedy. 5 letters long, you want the 1st. It's certainly the first to solve, getting 40 points, followed by Opodo Nueva. Very well played, both of you. Senior clergy position below Archbishop. You want it's 10 letters long. You want the 8th. And a solve from Derek. WWE pay-per-view event that takes place during the estival solstice, most likely. 10 letters, you want the 4th. Zeus now getting 30 points. Samster as well. English county to the north of the Solent. 9 letters, you want the 7th. And we drop the bonus bank to 20 points. Area of a baseball pitch used by relief pitchers to warm up. 7 letters, you want the 2nd. And for 15, the final clue. Disney's Orville and Wilbur can easily set flight records because they are this type of bird. 9 letters, you want the 6th. This is your last clue. Now's the chance to solve for 15. And if you're not quite there, the next one will solve you for 10. The solution to the Cryptex was turmeric. The principal pilot of Thunderbird 2 was Virgil. Jesus Christ's astrological sign is Pisces. Arnie and Danny DeVito were in twins. Senior clergy position below a bishop is an archdeacon. WWE pay-per-view event that takes place in the estival solstice is SummerSlam. The English county to the north of the Solent is Hampshire. The area of the baseball pitch used by relief pitchers is the bullpen. And Disney's Orville and Wilbur were both an albatross. Final puzzle then. Innes with the lead, but it's a little smaller than it was before. The category is geography. It's 8 letters long, 55 points if you can solve it now. And we're down to 50. Psychiatric term for excessive self-centeredness. Please give me a round of applause for this pack. 8 letters long, you want the 8th. Down to 45. To sacrifice a piece or position for future benefit. I'm talking about chess here, 6 letters. Still no attempts, we drop to 40 points. Nintendo character who debuted in his titular Dreamland. 5 letters, you want the 1st. Colo first to break cover. Not the right answer, I'm afraid. Likewise, Oni. Likewise, Joe, down to 35 points. The T in TA, now known as the Army Reserve. 11 letters long, you want the 7th. Tooter's misfired, which means it is now between Derek and Innes, and with Innes solving there, Innes has taken the victory. Very well played with 275. We're down to 30 points. 2003 Blue Cantrell hit featuring Sean Paul. 7 letters, you want the 2nd. Sam's the second player to solve. Remember, the category is geography. Real life spouse of Danny Ocean, Bruce Wayne and Michael Clayton. It's Sotley getting a solve here. 25 points now the reward, if you can solve. Zeus is there, breaking the 200 mark. Capital of Nigeria, hint, it's not Lagos. 5 letters, you want the 5th. Shape's getting a solve for 20. They're a type of suede or leather boot, but don't bring these to a game of polo. 6 letters, you want the 4th. This is the final clue of the game. Now's your chance to get some extra points. Even if you've not solved it, you'll get a point for every letter in the right place. 10 points if you can do it now. What is the final Cryptex? That's the end of the game. The solution is a Krakatoa. Krakatoa. The answer to sacrifice piece or position is a gambit in chess. Nintendo character who debuted in Dreamland was Kirby. The T in TA is territorial. 2003 Blue Cantrell hit was breathe. Real life spouse of Danny Ocean, Bruce Wayne and Michael Clayton is Amal. Capital of Nigeria is Abuja. And they're a type of suede or leather boot. It's a chukka. And that is the end of the puzzle and the end of the game. And our winner is Innes C. Very well played, Innes, with 275. Of course, for everybody, if you've got a positive score, points equal pennies for you. But a GG for Innes, taking a gold medal. How is your what's your record like in this game, Innes? Let's take a look. I have a feeling you and Samster tended to swap the top position for a while. Yeah, 4 golds and 4 silvers. So this is your 5th gold medal here, Innes. Very well played. Derek taking the silver medal. This is your 3rd silver, Derek, still being denied the gold, but keep at it, we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. And Zeus picking up the bronze medal. Let me see, Zeus, this is your 2nd bronze medal, so next target is going to be silver. But well played to our 3 medalists, and indeed to everybody for taking part. Points equal pennies in this game, but the medals are just a little extra sweetness for you, and in this case they are going to Innes C with Cryptex Gold. They're going to Derek Agony with the Cryptex Silver. I really need to redesign this app. It's not working for me. Well, it's working, but I need something better. And the Cryptex Bronze going to Zeus award medal. Lovely stuff. And of course, Jogging Chum, a lovely question pack, nicely balanced with a good level of challenge in there, I felt. Author bonus and 100 pennies going your way. Thank you very much for a lovely pack, lovely start to the evening. And let's just refresh the app. Those pennies will be added on in just a moment. Let's give you some extra Cryptex pennies if you'd like them. Cryptex 89 if you want an extra 10 pennies. Do whisper it to the bot and all will be well. Give you your 10 pennies. So that's our first game. We'll give it a little brain break for a moment or two. We'll go to an ad break, and then we will come back for the second part of tonight, which is going to feature Risky Business, as written by Big Man Aaron. Lovely little pack we've got to look forward to, and very inventive, I think, is the word Samster used to describe particularly the final round of Risky Business round 3, which we'll get to in due course. I'm going to stop that bonus in 3, 2, 1. That's refresh app. I want to press stop bonus. There we go, 26 players claim the penny. Let's refresh that app. Going to roll credits. We'll go to a very short break just while I get Risky Business set up, so stay right there, and we'll be back for even more trivia action in just a few minutes' time. Congratulations to Innes, you are our Cryptex champion. And stay right there, because in a few minutes' time we'll be back with Risky Business, as written by Big Man Aaron. You don't want to miss it. We'll play some jazz, I'll run an ad break, and I'll be back in a few minutes' time. My bad. Thank you, Ash. Yeah, nothing too melodramatic. The only thing you would have seen if I'd carried on and not caught it would have been that, which is the holding screen for risky business. Not too much of a problem. Welcome to part 2 of game night this Saturday evening, and it's risky business time with a pack from Aaron that he, by his own admission, cannot remember anything that is in it. I still think it might be slightly unfair to let you play at this stage, Aaron, though, but has been proved by Samster, and the notes that I can read from that... Oh, I can move that one out of ready to use now because that has now been used, and I can close that, and I can move that to used, because that is what we do. And then we go to ready for use and we open that, and that one can also be closed, and that one can go back to season 5, and then oh, I've moved that one. Apparently I've moved that one. Right, cool. But that was basically me getting my factoids up. It's what that was all about. I'm not going to do that just now. What I am going to do though is open beautiful rap. Thank you, Zeus. You're very kind. What I am going to do, though, is open the lobby, and if you want to come and play, type in the code. Oh, of course. Every time. Every pissing time. Try that again. Risky exception, indeed. Let's pick that there. And that there. And that there. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. DXE. So I've got floppy hair because I washed it just before stream. And Mr. Ash the Bash on the sweet trumpet. And on the saxophone. And Mr. Ben Lafbury on the Hammond organ. And we're back in. So, nurse, he's out of bed again. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a little bit distracted by my piano. I do that sometimes. Let me catch up on chat. And on the triangle. I think I've got a triangle sound on there. I'm sure I have. Where is the triangle? No, that's not a triangle. There's a picture of a triangle here somewhere. I'm sure there is. There. Trumpet piano duet. I'm sure we can manage that. Let's go to. Oh, they're the wrong way around. Hang on. Okay, so. No, hang on, that's a trumpet and trumpet duet. There you go. Trumpet piano duet. It's a harbinger of the things to come. Yeah, I know, he's really good at the trumpet. He can do like 2 or 3 notes at the same time. Quizzing us imagined by David Lynch. What? It's not that surreal, is it? Anyway, welcome to the game if you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 27 players in so far. Multiphonics. Well, very much looking forward to dueling it out with Bash later on in Buzz Off. Very grateful to the team of question writers and of course to Bob, who's coming to host the game. This is why I need to do a bit of technical setup after Risky Business. I don't know what the score is. What is the score, Bash? Ash will know the score. It's probably about 3-all. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know either. Let's say next goal wins. Hey, I don't know what that is, Samster. I'm afraid. I cannot, if I do not know it. Give me the dots and I will play it. Gamesmanship is winning. Ben Hart doing puzzles with a medium piano only. That would be interesting, yeah. Doesn't have the answer on the Bash flush score. I don't think we really keep track. We just sort of like... It's sort of a permanent draw. Is the sort of the... how we're set in store by it. Permanent draw. Although, Ash played Buzz Off in one of the test games, I think, against David. I can't remember who won that, but my only experience actually playing Buzz Off was against my wife, and I'm pretty sure I lost. So, yeah, interesting to see if I can go 0-2, or if I can make it 1-1 on my own personal Buzz Off record. I Want Duel, then Millionaire, and Countdown, and then a different draw. Oh yeah, that was on that one. I'm sure we've done other ones since. What else have we done? What else have we done, Bash? Oh, is that it? Maybe that's it. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're not keeping track. It's all for fun. And we had the host's face-off as well, where I came second to, yeah... Equifernos, that was it. Yeah, you played outright and I played the escape artist. We both went out in the first round. And then, yeah, we did the face-off as well. And I think Bob went out first, then you, then me, and Tipster ended up winning. So, right. DXEE riff, double E at the end if you want to play. I'm going to lock the lobby in about 10 seconds, so type it real quick if you do want to come play. There you are. Pop, in Riff Raccoon comes. Right. We'll leave it at 28 then, let's lock the lobby and let's play Risky Business. And there you all are, you beautiful people populating in Technicolor over on the right hand side. It's largely, in fact I think it's exclusively multiple choice for this one, so you just need a collection of letters, A through E. I don't think this one has been mapped to numbers because of round 2, so it's just the letters that you need for this one. Let's explain the rules for round number 1. Round 1 is favourable odds. You'll be given a question and 5 options. More than one of the options may be a correct answer. You need only submit 1 letter for each question and do it within 15 seconds. Questions appear in chat as ever. Oh, excuse me. The number of correct answers reduces with each question, whilst the amount of points you score increases. Answering a question incorrectly at any time will reduce your score to 0. And for the first 3 questions, abstaining will not affect your score, so you may as well sit it out on the first 3 unless you want to take one of those risks. To play question 4, you must choose to risk your points when prompted. You don't see the question, you only see the answers, and if you do not want to play, do nothing and your score will be banked. Question 4 has 5 options and only 1 correct answer. If you pick the right one, your score is doubled, otherwise you lose everything. With 3 sets of 4 questions in round 1, there's a maximum of 60 points available. Mrs. Flush is here. Hello, Mrs. Flush.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm just sorting out laundry. I've just gone out to the garage and, yes.
Is the washing machine still
You
leaking?
don't need to hear about the laundry. No, it's fine.
So is it all working, is it?
Yeah, no, it's all fine.
Amazing, so it's draining properly.
All good. Hi, guys.
Mrs. Flush in the house. She's going to come and cheer me on, or possibly Ash on, during Buzz Off.
Oh, it's tough, actually. I love you both so much.
Yeah, the washing machine's now in the garage, so that emote won't be a thing anymore. The emote is now Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
We should get a Dexter emote, shouldn't we?
You should get a Dexter emote.
That'd be really
I
cool.
thought of another emote you should get, actually.
You love us both, but... quite.
Sorry, Ash. Unfortunately, I'm contractually obliged to cheer this one on. So.
Yeah, you make it sound so romantic. They say romance is dead.
Oh, yes,
A Meg's emote.
What would that look like?
I don't know. Whatever we commissioned the artist to make it look like. Hey, you're good at art. You could design an emote for us.
Oh, no.
Of yourself.
Could you make a Katie Roo emote, though? Could you make me a little rebound boot emote? Can you do that?
I can't, because I'm an idiot, but... I'm not an idiot, but I'm... We signed a book and everything. Yeah, we did actually make a contractual obligation.
We did.
But it's not a contractual obligation to love each other necessarily.
Actually, it does say to love and honour.
No, that's in our vows. It's in a Christian marriage in the vows. But in the actual legal thing, we're just legally what's yours is mine and mine is yours.
Basically, financially tied
to love and
true. Yeah,
that's a Christian vow. That's not a legally binding thing.
I asked him to strike that. Actually,
I'm not digging at it. I'm not digging at all now. There was no digging here. I think you may have misunderstood the conversation.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to play Risky Business.
Sounds like you're indulging in a lot of risky business, doesn't it?
Apparently so. Every time you come into the room, I don't know what's going on there. Legally disliking it. Right, and on that bombshell, let's begin the game. 5 options, A through E. 4 of them will be correct, 1 of them will be wrong. 2 points if you can find one. Good luck. Here are your options. Alabama, Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi. I'll stop doing accents now. Name a US state with a coastline on the Gulf of Mexico. Only one of those is wrong. Ooh. Crackly headphones. Go on, Shapes. There we go. Perfect green board. Haven't seen that on question 1 for a while. Nicely done. Everybody avoiding Georgia. Yeah, Georgia is landlocked. The other Gulf state is Florida. Which, yeah. So, Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Majority going for Texas there, which was the correct answer. Everyone getting 2 points. Poggity fuck. Let's go on. Question number 2. 3 points if you can give me one of the 3 correct answers here. Here they are. The Killers. Rag and Bone Man. Peter Gabriel. Christina Perri. Radiohead. And a musical actor that has had a UK top 20 hit with a song called Human. You lose all your points if you're wrong. You do not have to play. Rag and Bone Man, The Killers, and Christina Perri were all the correct answers. I was immediately thinking of Are We Human or Are We Dancing? Are we human or are we dancers? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. Can't remember the chords. Oh, it's a B flat major. Thank you, Ash. Are we human or are we dancers? That's really high. My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees. Oh, fair enough. That's the Killer's version. Is Rag and Bone Man human? Is that where my head spun down when the walls came down? I was thinking about you. Is that human? I've wrote this before the introduction of the piano. Anytime there's a song, if I can play it, it's going to happen. Are you requesting Ben to sing the question? Yeah, I think that's a good request. I think I will do that. That was not the Killer's version. No, that was Rag and Bone Man. It's when my head's been down, I was thinking about you. I don't know if that one's called Human, though. It's the only song I know by Rag and Bone Man. Anyway, 7.1% of you going for Radiohead, which was a wrong answer. Unfortunately, Action Silent Moon wiping out all your points. Let's go on. Plenty of 5s up there, a couple of 2s, and a couple of people yet to score this next question. 5 points if you can give me one of the 2 correct answers available here. Have a look. Screwdriver. Tom Collins. Moscow Mule. Negroni. Cosmopolitan. Name a cocktail that traditionally contains gin. Zeus the first to answer. Why am I not surprised? Quite a few wrong answers there. A number of people erring on the side of caution, preserving the points they've got. Screwdriver, Moscow Mule and Cosmopolitan are all wrong. They are all vodka-based cocktails. So if you gave me a Tom Collins or a Negroni, very well done. Those are gin-based cocktails and you've got some points. Loads and loads of people here on 10. We've got AB Me, Shaped, Ash, Player 2, Reese and Joe on 5. Maxio Apodo on 2. Unfortunately, Matt, top at Tapsop, Santa Marina, Moncrief, you have no points. You have no risk available, which means you won't be able to play this next question. This next question, you'll see the options first and you need to make a decision on whether you're going to bank or risk. R if you want to risk, if you want to bank, leave it blank. We'll put those points in the bank and they are safe. But you cannot abstain on this question. If you choose to play it, then you must give me an answer and abstention will be treated as wrong. Good luck. Options are Dickaby, Dick Fiscal, Dick Sissel, Dicky Dendron, Dick Rhea. Bank or risk? Who's going to risk here? You think I'll be all over this question? Oh, Zeus, you bad man. It's a dickish question. Just Lewis and Apodo taking the risk here. Everyone else putting their points in the bank, and I can't say I blame you. So, correct answer required. Only one of them is right. Doubling your points if you're right, but losing everything if you're wrong. Good luck. Here's a question. Name a bird native to the Americas. Oh, Apodo! Batting an eyelid. Maybe knew what was coming up. Lewis not far behind. Very well done. Both risking, both getting it right. It was the Dick Sissel. I don't know how to play that. You would have played C. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, natter. Dick Sissel is the answer. Dicky Dendron, Dick Rhea, Dick Fiscal and Dickaby are all wrong. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's put those points in the bank. Lewis with an early lead of 20. Every man and his dog apparently on 10. Quite a few on 5. Apodo's on 4. Maxio on 2. And 5 players at the bottom yet to score. Let's reset it. All 4 correct answers available here. 2 points if you can find one of them. Options are WMV, WAV, AVI, MP4, MOV. Name a video file format. Full board of green again, Vision? Might as well have a go. Hey, here we go. Nicely done, everyone. Avoiding WAV, which is .wave, which is an audio file. WMV, MP4, MOV, and AVI are all correct. Majority going for MP4. For some reason, I still favour AVI. I don't know what the difference is between them. I just know that some platforms like some other than others. If I'm defaulting, my default seems to be to go to AVI, or it certainly used to be, and now it tends to be more gravitating towards MP4. But I just don't know. I just don't know what the differences are. Someone cleverer than me will tell me, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go on. Everyone accruing 2 points of risk there. You don't have to play the next question if you want to preserve your risk, but there are 3 correct answers and 3 points if you can find one. Options are The Ranganation, Ramesh's Look Back to the Future, Judge Ramesh, The Misadventures of Ramesh Ranganathan, Rob and Ramesh Versus. Name a show that Ramesh Ranganathan has appeared in at least 15 episodes of. Colo slipping up on that one. And Riff as well. Risking and going wrong. A few people abstaining. Quite a lot of people getting it right. The Ranga Nation judge Ramesh and Rob and Ramesh versus Ramesh's Look Back to the Future. No one go for that. But the misadventures of Ramesh, Ranganathan, Kola and Riff both wrong. But you've got one more question where you can recover some points. 22 episodes of Judge Ramesh. 18 episodes of the Ranga Nation. 17 episodes of Rob and Ramesh versus... only 13 episodes of Misadventures and 2 episodes of Back to the Future. So... let's put no points in the bank because it's not banking until the end of the round. 5 points available for one of the 2 correct answers here. You don't have to play losing everything if you're wrong. It's the last one before the risk question, so do bear that in mind. Here you go. Options are Wild Wild West, Rocky 5, I Know Who Killed Me, Baywatch, Dirty Grandpa. Name a film that has won a Worst Picture Razzie Award. Much wipeout there. Jogging Chum, Derek, Sotley, Riff, AB Me, Ash and Silent Marine all wiping out on that question. Correct answers from Quizface, Natter, Only, Toot, Brand New Halo, Tabstop and Colo. Very well played. Only 4 players with the maximum 10. I'll look at that again in a sec. Wild Wild West and I Know Who Killed Me both won the Worst Picture Razzie Award. I actually quite enjoyed Wild Wild West. I don't know if that's because it came out in 1999 and I was but a boy back then, but no, I quite enjoyed it. I Know Who Killed Me won in 2007, Wild Wild West won in 1999, Baywatch was nominated in 2017, Dirty Grandpa was nominated in 2016, and Rocky 5 nominated in 1990, but they did not win. So, Quizface, Natter, Oni and Toot with a perfect run so far, up to 10 points, 3 consecutive correct answers. Brand New Halo and Tavstop with 7, Lewis, Zeus, Innis, Colo, Pyro, Vision, Shapes, Reese, Joe, Apodo, Matt, Topper and Mogger all with 5, Player 2 and Maxo with 2. You will be able to risk if you like, but remember, if you risk you must give me an answer, and you don't see the question, you only see the answers, and there's only one. Double points if you're right, lose everything if you're wrong. Best of luck. Options for the risk question are A, B, O, lol, C, U, later, D, I've got nothing, E. Oh, lovely. Bank or risk. I didn't plan it like that. That's good RNG. A, O, U, I, or E. They're all the vowels. Which one is it going to be? Or is it bank or risk? Yeah, lovely RNG going on there. About half there putting points into the bank, and 12 players risking everything from 10 right down to 2, and there's some 7s and 5s in between. Remember, wipe out if you're wrong, but double points if you're right. There's only one correct answer here. Good luck. Here's your question. Name a chemical symbol of a halogen. It is not wasting any time. Remember, abstentions treated as wrong. Joe, need an answer from you? And it's a wrong answer, I'm afraid. I was the correct answer. D-I. I is the symbol for iodine, a halogen. O is the symbol of oxygen. U is the symbol for uranium. And A and E are not a thing. Not in the periodic table, at any rate. 28.6% of you getting the correct answer, doubling up, including Quizface, who's doubled up to the maximum for the set of 20 points. Last time I risked it and came off. Well, it has today shaped you up to 10 points, and let's put those and everyone else's into the bank. Lewis and Quizface now tied at the top with 30 out of 40. Zeus, Innis, Natter, Oni, Toot all on 20. Brand New Halo 17. One more set of 4, starting with this one. 4 correct answers up here, 2 points if you can find one. Options are Edward Heath, John Major, James Callahan, Gordon Brown, Texture Like Sun, Harold Macmillan. Name a former Chancellor of the Exchequer. Go on, green again. You're very good at these first questions. Edward Edward Heath was never Chancellor of the Exchequer, but I believe they were all Prime Minister. James Callaghan, the only one to hold all 4 great offices of state, which is a very good quiz nugget for you to have. He was Prime Minister, Chancellor, Foreign Secretary and Home Secretary. Gordon Brown, the obvious answer there, the one he was Chancellor to Tony Blair. Gordon Brown, and then it's something like that. Gordon Brown, texture like sun. Gordon Boone. Yes, there we go. That's enough of that. Well done, 2 points for everyone. Moving right along. Next option, 3 correct answers here, 3 points if you can find one. Options are freshly grated nutmeg, ground cinnamon, bicarbonate of soda, caster sugar, yeast. Name an ingredient used in Mary Berry's ginger spiced pudding. Remember, you don't have to play. You lose everything if you're wrong. It's 3 points if you're right, though. And a message from our sponsor, Joe Has No Talent.
If you play that keyboard one more time, I swear to God I will redact it.
Do you? Oh, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Challenge accepted. There you go. It's my thing. Freshly grated nutmeg, ground cinnamon and bicarbonate of soda are all in Mary Berry's ginger spice pudding. There is no caster sugar and there is no yeast. Half a teaspoon of bicarb, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon and a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Very well done if you've got some points. Plenty of 5s up there. And a message from our sponsor Zeusless.
Requesting Friday by Rebecca Black to ward off all the haters less than 3.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Zeus. I can't play Friday by Rebecca Black because it's got less than 1 note in it. Or fewer than 1 note in it. I can't even remember how it goes. Kicking out the weekend. It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, Friday, kicking down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, partying, yay, partying, partying, yay, fun, 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 looking forward to the weekend. That's a special chill-out version. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, gotta get friends, gotta go downstairs. I see my friend sitting in the front seat. Yeah, suddenly it just comes back to me. It's weird how that happens. Yeah, that was nice. That was a beautiful moment. Hey, that was nice. That was nice. You can turn terrible songs into chill-out versions with. All you need to do is add a ninth to the chord, and then it's a chill-out version. If you put it down the octave, it's quite nice. Oh, thinking about all our younger years, there was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. And so on. I'll play that another time. I lost track of how many weddings I've played that at. But anyway, we're talking about Mary Berry's ginger pudding. That's not a euphemism. Plenty of people on 5. Zeus Topper at Sotley Max here choosing to abstain on that one. Plenty of players wiping out. And a message from our sponsor, Oni.
If Bob doesn't immediately break into a kazoo rendition of Come Up and See Me, make me smile. I swear to God.
Come up and see me, make me smile. Yeah, more of that later. Moving on. I've forgotten what we're doing. Need a kazoo. Here we go. Question number 3 of the set. Only 2 correct answers up here. 5 points if you can find one. You do not have to play. Take a look. Options are Australian rules football, rugby union, netball, volleyball, water polo. Name a sport where teams consist of an even number of players. And yes, we found the triangle earlier on, Puzzle Dan. Oh, that's a very nice sound. I like that one a lot. Let's go back to Grand. Yes, back in time for the concert, Alex. Good to see you. What's the opposite of an encore? You're so mean. Aussie rules and volleyball consist of an even number of players. The other three do not. Volleyball has 6. Aussie rules has 18. Netball and water polo both have 7. And rugby union is 15. Oh, look at this. Lots of 10s going on up here. Plenty of 10s from Lewis right down to Ash. Zeus at Sotley Maxio on 7. Quiz face brand new Halo. Colo, Calibrated Vision, Riff, Player 2, AB Me, Plodo, Silent Ring and Mogra all on 5. Unfortunately, only Topper, John, Chum, Joe and Matt, you have no points to risk here, which means I'm afraid you won't be able to risk on this next question. But if you do want to risk on this next question, double points if you're right, but minus everything if you're wrong. And if you choose to risk, you cannot abstain. You must give me a correct answer. So, is it going to be a risky moment, or are you going to play it safe and put the points in the bank, leave it blank? If you want to bank, R to risk, options are Brooklyn, Queen, Manhattan, Bronx, Staten. Bank or risk? There's a lot of players having a go here. I mean, me personally, I would be casting the shadow of doubt, the cloak of doubt, over the fact that it's Queen and not Queens. Yeah, that's not an error, Netta. This is Scrabble scores. Well, is it going to be a rug pull? Very often this game, it does come up with rug pulls. We have got, focus on the window, 13 players risking anything from 10 down to 5 points. Good luck, no abstentions, double if you're right, minus everything if you're wrong. Here's your question. Name the first word of a 1987 UK top 20 hit for Aha. Manhattan was the answer, and it was one of those famous rug pulls. Oh, caught you out. Manhattan Skyline is the name of the song, and yes, top 20 hit for Aha. So Queen was the trick. Well, Queen was maybe the hint that it wasn't all necessarily going to be as it seemed. Yeah, Manhattan Skyline. So yeah, Queen may be the hint it wasn't going to be quite as it seemed, but it was one of those rug pulls, and 3 of you getting the correct answer, Manhattan. Very well done to Toot, Shapes and Mod. Double points for everyone else. I'm afraid you're going to wipe out, and that is the end of set number 3 and the end of round number 1. So, after 60 potential points have come and gone, Lewis and Toot had the lead with 40 apiece. Shapes is in second on 35. Quizface and Innes in third on 30. Pyropygmy there on 25. Zeus, Colo, Natter, Reese, Oni on 20. Brand New Halo on 17. Calibrated Vision 15. Tabstop 14. Maxio 13. Player 2 is on 12. AB Me on 10, as is Topper, Jongchum, Derek, Itzotli, Mogra and Riff. Polo's on 9. Ash and Silent Moon and Joe on 5. And Matt is yet to score. But all of that could change as we go on to round number 2. My head dance wasn't in time. Round 2 is the board game. You will be presented with a question and 9 options. Anything from 4 to 7 of the options may be a correct answer. Submit as many options as you like within 60 seconds. Syntax here is unimportant, so you can choose to separate your answer letters with commas, spaces, full stops, or not at all if you prefer. And you may submit your answers either as a single message of several letters or individual letters, one at a time. I have got a tweak that I'm going to make to this where it will show you how many answers it has calculated so far, and it will show it on your name, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. For each correct answer submitted, you will receive 5 points. Submitting any incorrect answers, however, will reduce your score to 0. Scores are banked after each board, which means with a total of 3 boards, there's a maximum of anything from 60 to 105 points available, depending how many correct answers are in each one. So that's about all there is to it. Round 2 is the board game. Good luck, you've got 60 seconds for each. Board number 1, options are equestrian, sailing, weightlifting, taekwondo, diving, hockey, boxing, canoeing, skateboarding. Identify the sports that Team GB won at least 1 gold medal in at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. You'll go blue once at least 1 valid answer has been input, whether right or wrong. Close enough. To the right notes, equestrian, sailing, diving and boxing. Only 4 correct answers up on that board. Very well done to Lewis and Colo, who found both of them. It's both of them. All 4 of them. That sentence didn't sentence. Shapes, Dato, Reese, Oni, ABME, Riff, all finding 3 out of 4. 2, Quizface, Innis, Zeus and It's Leap, all finding 2. And Parapigmy, Naxio and Apodo going for the safe 1, getting 5 points. Everybody else finding at least 1 incorrect answer, I'm afraid. Taekwondo, canoeing, skateboarding, hockey, weightlifting were all incorrect. Never mind. On we go. Let's go and thank Lewis T, now taking a clear lead with 60. Shapes and Toot tied in second with 50. Quizface and Innis and Colo now tied in third with 40. Board number 2. Options are final, silver, land, witch, voyage, distant, prince, traveller, horse. Identify the words that appear in titles of the Chronicles of Narnia books by C.S. Lewis. The words were coming in time and then they stopped being in time. Quiet sound on here. Sorry. Getting carried away with my synthesised choir. Here come the text. Last few seconds. There's at least 1 answer from everybody. The setting Enya always uses. It is a bit, isn't it? There's a lot more green going on there. Silver, witch, voyage, prince and horse were all correct. Final, land, distant and traveller were all incorrect. What's the film? Oh, points to Innis. Yes, you can have 10 pennies, Innis. Yeah, Titanic. Take her to see Mr. Murdoch. And actually, James Horner did use a synthesised choir to create that effect. It wasn't a real choir. So basically, he's one of these keyboards to do that. Take her to see Mr. Murdoch. Let's stretch her legs. So Traveller taking people down. Let's take a look at the answer. We've got the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, the Silver Chair, the Horse and His Boy, the Magician's Nephew, and the Last Battle were the answers that we could have had, or the books that we could have had. Distant Land, Final and Traveller all wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers up there, and we've got Lewis, Toot, Quizface, Colo, and it's Sotley getting all 5. Shapes, Zeus, Pygmy, Riff and Silent Ring getting 4. Reese, Oni, Tabstop, Apodo, Mogra getting 3. Innis, Vision and Player 2 getting 2. Everyone else finding at least 1 wrong answer and I'm afraid wiping out. Never mind, 1 more board to come. Let's see how we get on with this. Options are Jive, Paso Doble, Samba, Rumba, Foxtrot, Waltz, American Smooth, Charleston, Quickstep. Identify the dances that were performed in Season 1 of the US version of Dancing with the Stars. Derek, no thanks. Everyone gets 1, Derek, it might be right. And yeah, it might be a bit out of sync, Alex. It's I've got an interface. The interface is pretty good, but obviously I've got latency because I've got wireless headset. It's coming out of the game and all sorts. Is my mic really loud tonight? OBS keeps spiking. I don't know if that's me being really loud or what. I'll tell you what it might be, actually. I did boost the volume. I did some recording earlier in the week, so I may have left the mic settings too loud. But if no one's complaining that I'm too loud, then I'll leave it as is then. I'll just ignore the red lines. Plenty of red going on up there. Jive, there's actually 7 answers available up there. Behave, Topper. Jive, Paso Doble, Samba, Rumba, Foxtrot, Waltz, and Quickstep were all correct. American Smooth and Charleston were the wrong answers. Out of 7, no one finding all 7, but Lewis finding... Oh, yeah, I forgot I can move that. Lewis finding 6 of them, Natta finding 5, Quizface, Pyropimia, Sotley, and Vision finding 4. 2, Reese, ABME, Mogra, Player 2, Brand New Halo finding 3, Shapes, Innis, Riff, Maxo finding 2, Colo, Oni, Apodo, and Silent Ring going for the safe 1. Pick 1 wrong at random. Yeah, well, this is quite a skill actually, finding 2 out of 1 of 2 of 9. 1 of 2 of 9. That's not a thing. Anyway, that's the end of round 2. Let's bank the points and check out the scores. My. Lewis with a big old lead here, 115 in the bank. Toots in second with 90. Quizface in third with 85. It's very close. There's sort of Lewis, and then there's quite a jump. You've got 90, 85, 80, 70, 65, 60, 55s. Right the way down to Matt the Ref, who is still yet to score, but we have got one final round where it is anybody's game. Let's find out the rules. And yes, it is literally anybody's game. As of this point, anybody could still win. Round 3 is this or that. This or that. You'll be presented with a question and 2 options. One is correct and one is incorrect. Submit A or B within 7 seconds. Answering a question correctly will give you increasingly more points, so 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and so on. Answering a question incorrectly, though, at any time will reduce your score to 0, and it will reset your correct answer streak. 7 onwards, right. Abstaining from a question will bank your points and reset your correct answer streak. So if you don't know an answer and you don't want to guess it, you can abstain. It will bank your points, but you start rebuilding up again from 1. And the game continues. So with 15 questions, if you get 15 in a row correct, there's 120 points available, which is why I say it's still anyone's game. Lewis in the lead with 115 at the moment. If everyone above Matt gets them wrong and Matt gets 15 in a row, then Matt could win the game with 120 points. Stranger things have happened, but that is proceedings. So, 2 options, 7 seconds. Get your A's and your B's ready. Good luck to you all. Round 3. Question number 1. A or B, this or that. Options are Mason, Fortnum. By definition, which of these works with stone? It's a Mason. Mason works with stone. I'm not sure what a Fortnum works. We're just going to check if I've got any factoids here. I've got a couple, but the first few I haven't. 85% of you getting the right answer and getting a single point on the board. Nicely done. So at this point, if you abstain, that will be put into the bank. Lewis still in the lead. Let's go on. Question 2. This or that. A or B. Options are. I was expecting Dixon as well, Lewis. Jill or Jack. Which of these is thrown in lawn bowls? It's a Jack. Everyone who attempted it getting it right. A couple of people abstaining there. But yes, you throw a Jack in lawn bowls. Player 2 just putting a single point into the bank, taking them up to 38. Let's go on. Question number 3. This or that. A or B. Options are. Yeah, answer order RNG. Having a night there. King. Queen. Candy Crush Saga is a game by which developer? Ooh, all solid. Everyone but Matt getting it. I think Matt might be AFK at this point. But everyone getting it right. We've got a whole range of 6s down to 1, but a lot of 6s up there. It's King was the correct answer. Very well played. No points to put in the bank, so let's go on. Question number 4. This or that. A or B. Options are Vic. Bob. Which of these words appears in the Collins English Dictionary as a verb? A couple more abstentions there. Silent Marine putting 6 in, Macho putting 1 in, everyone else giving a correct answer, which was Bob. Nicely done. Points into the bank. Lewis still with the lead, but there's a lot of risk flying around up here. Lots of 10 points of risk. Let's go on. Question 5. This or that. A or B. Options are. Yes, it is you. Shaft. Share. Which of these is part of an arrow? Again, a sea of green there. It's shaft. Do my Robert Kilroy Silk impression. Yes, shaft is what we're after there. Very well done to everyone who got that. Let's go on. Question number 6. This or that. A or B. Options are score. Count. Which of these words is used to mean the number 20? Oh, Silent Marine wiping out on that one. Maxo putting a point into the bank. Everyone else was correct. It is a score. Speaking of score count, yeah, indeed. Yeah, well, is he in the chat? And then a question on him came up. It's almost like it was planned. I don't think it was, but there we go. Yes, score. Score means 20. Let's put Maxo's point into the bank, taking him up to 30. And let's go on to question number 7. This or that. A or B. Options are Frankie. Benny. The jazz musician dubbed the King of Swing had what first name? There we go. That's a bit more a bit of difference going on there. Quizface and ABME wiping out on there. Quite a few players putting points in the bank. Shapes, Pyro, Reese, Oni, Zeus, Apodo, Brand New Halo, Topper, Riff, and Player 2 Star all putting points into the bank on that question. Don't blame you, they will be added to your total scores. Benny Goodman was the answer we were after there. Very well played if you got that. Still got quite a few people with 28 points of risk, which is the maximum. Let's go on. Putting points in the bank. Lewis still with the lead at this point. Those Shapes has now crept into 3 figures with 101. Let's go on to question number 8. This or that, A or B options are Cressida, Troilus. What is the first name of the current Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police? We're going to be Troilus. I mean, that'd be a very... I mean, Cressida's not exactly... Got another Dick question. Yes, Cressida Dick is the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police Force. My, I've not seen quite so many maximums at this point. 36 points to 12 players. Natter on 28, still a very impressive score in and of its own right. But of course, the more points you acquire, the faster your points go up. So, still wide open. If Lewis gets one wrong, he does open it up to everybody else below him. As soon as Lewis banks, it could become very, very interesting very, very quickly. For now, though, let's go on to question number 9. Put Silent Marie's point into the bank. Question 9, this or that, A or B options are Big Freeze, Big Bang. In astronomy, which of these events has already happened? Oh, Natter wiping out and dropping back to 0. It's the Big Bang has already happened. The Big Bang created the universe. The Big Freeze will hypothetically end it. So there we go. We've still got 12 players with 45 points of risk on a big old streak. I feel sure at some point some of them are going to have to bank, but for now, let's go on to question number 10. This or that, A or B, options are 69, 96. Which number is 1000101 when written in binary? Oh, there's a lot of banks going on here. Joe, Jogging Chum, Colo, 2 and Lewis all banking on this question, along with Reese, Quizface, Zeus, Player 2 and Silent Marine all banking. Natter wiping out on that one as well. We have still got 7 players with the maximum risk streak at the moment. It's Otley, Innes, Calibrated Vision, Mogra, Tabstop, Derek and Ash, of whom Itzotley is currently in the lead with a theoretical score of 120. But Lewis is about to put some big points into the bank along with some other players as well. Let's check out the leaderboard of actual banked points at this point. Lewis has got 160, so that's the target. It's going to require a few more correct answers consecutively, but remember there's 120 points in theory available here. It's going to be a very interesting game. We move on to question number 11. This or that, A or B, options are Nikki Campbell, Naomi Campbell. Which of these celebrities was born in London? Oh, all the risk going away. Oh, hate to see the score trickling down, but if you're going to go big or go home, I suppose. It's Naomi Campbell was born in London. Nikki Campbell was born in Edinburgh. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. But we have still got 3 players there with 66 points of risk. It's Sotley, Mogra and Derek Agony. It's Sotley now risking more than is in the bank. And hasn't yet managed to catch up to Lewis's 160 or 161 potential, but of course is accruing points at an alarming rate. Let's put those points into the bank that need to go in, including Vision's 55, taking them up to a nice round 100 and giving them 5th place at the moment. Let's go on to question number 12. This or that, A or B, options are to the left, to the right. Which of these instructions in the cha-cha slide appears first? I was hoping crisscross was going to appear, but no. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Freeze. Everybody clap your hands. Oh, no, that's not a thing. Where is the clap button? Everybody clap your hands. No, oh, for God's sake. Clap your hands. Sorry. And the other thing you can do with this machine is, give me a second. I might have to That's the one. You get, yeah. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. The orchestra hit sound is so much fun. Reverse, reverse. Yeah, anyway, enough of the cha-cha slide. It's Ollie and Morgan both banking at this point. Ooh, that is going to make it interesting, which means Derek now has the risk streak of 78. DJ Casper has, yeah, rip VOD. Welcome on in, Scorecamp as well. Let's put those points in the bank and see what it does to the board with 3 questions to go. Sotley takes 3rd place, 4 points behind Toot, but Toot has got some risk, likewise Lewis. The maximum risk streak belongs to Derek, but he's quite a long way down. I don't know if he can do enough to catch up to Lewis or even take 3rd place at this point, but we will see. For now, let's go on to question number 13. This or that, A or B options are A, Nigeria, or Algeria. What is the most populous country in Africa? It's Nigeria. Nigeria has a population of just over 200 million. Algeria, by contrast, has a population of about 43 million. So, quiz face Napoleon Nuevo putting a single point into the bank. Let's put it in there. And remember, points equal pennies in this game. On we go. Question number, the next one, 14. This or that, A or B, options are Big Shaq, Big Nasty. Canadian Michael Dapper released Man's Not Hot in 2017 under what stage name? It was Big Shaq, not Big Nasty. Derek is up to 105 points of risk. We could be about to see, I think that is a record now, 14 consecutive answers. We could be about to see the first player get all 15 right in the final round. I think it would be a first. I don't think we've seen it happen before. 15 out of 15 for the maximum of 120 points. I don't think it's going to be enough to win, sadly, but it would be a first time it's ever happened, and this game is almost a year old now. Derek thinks it's going to be B. All right, well, we'll find out. Let's put the points that need to go into the bank. Check out the scores. I think at this point, Lewis's victory is secured with at least 160, possibly anything as much as 175, depending how this question goes. Good luck to you all. Question 15, this or that, A or B options are 17.5, 32.5. Big Man Aaron is how many hands tall? Derek is not taking the risk. He's going to settle for the record of 14 out of 15. And of course, the now traditional Big Man Aaron question from the Big Man Aaron's packs normally has a question which is self-referential, but in a way that is fair. But 105, that is a new record. Ronnie O'Sullivan getting a 146 break or something, but not quite there. But or maybe a 140 break if he just misses the black at the end. But still, remarkable effort, 105 points. We will put that into the bank, but it is not going to be enough to knock off the top spot, and it wasn't B as it turned out. Thank you all for playing. Our winner, I think, is Lewis T. And we'll just let your points tick up, Derek. That might take a minute. As to that question, Big Man Aaron is 5'10", hand is 4 inches, therefore he's 17.5 hands tall. 32.5 hands is 130 inches, or 10'10", which would make me about the world's tallest man by about 2 feet. Which Big Man Aaron, despite having a big man in his name, is not. 5'10", Big Man Aaron. I mean, it's... I don't know, unless big is... let's not go there. 5'10", that's sort of slightly shorter than me. I think I'm 6 foot dead, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, GG's at the end of that. Oh, look how tight it is in second place. It's Sotley just sneaking the silver medal with 137, to getting the bronze with 136. But Lewis, a resounding winner. Yeah, Lewis, a resounding winner with the gold, 170 points. And for everybody, all of your points will be converted into pennies and added to your scores when the credits roll. Let me add some points to the board. So, no points, medals. Risky Business gold goes to Lewis T. Oh, a hiccup. Lewis T, Risky Business gold award medal. What's your history with this game, Lewis T? Let's have a look. Let's just bring that down there and maximise so I can actually see it. Lewis T. It's your second gold medal here in Risky Business, so very well played. It's Sotley. What's your history with this game? I'm pretty sure you've got a gold before here at Sotley. You've got a gold, a silver, and 2 bronzes, so that's now 2 silvers. Let me add that on before I forget. Risky Business, silver, going to Sotley, award medal, lovely, lovely, lovely. And a Risky Business, so you need another gold now at Sotley to make it 2 of each. And a Risky Business bronze, going to now cut that out. I'll go have a look at Toot's medal cabinet and fall over myself. Risky Business bronze, now cut that out, award medal. Let's take a look at Toot's medal cabinet. My. 3 gold, 3 silver, and that is your first bronze. It's your first bronze medal in Risky Business too. So it's 1 more towards the full collection of medals. So that's nice, isn't it? Let's pop that back up there. Let's pop that back in there, and let's pop that down to there. Hooray. And of course, Big Man Aaron, thank you very much for a delightful question pack there. 100 author bonus pennies going your way. Thank you very much indeed. And let's try it. Let's see if we get a risky... Oh, so close. A risky 67. AKA Fort Knox, yeah. Risky 67. But yeah, lovely pack there from Big Man Aaron. Risky 67 if you want 10 pennies. Do type that in now. Nice lives next door, yeah. I swear to God, how long I've been using this app, it has never been nice. And I don't control it. It's not programmed to never pick nice. It just hasn't been. Oh, I got another figurine arrived the other day. This is the Veil, who's so intimidating. He's actually turned the light off on the webcam. So there's the Veil from Heaven Sent, that episode of Doctor Who. He sits in the middle. We also got... we've got a pain patient, a pre-cyber converted patient who's going pain. So he's quite fun. Oh, yeah, this one's quite cool. You'll like this one. Well, you might. If you don't like Doctor Who, you'll just say shut the fuck up then. But there's a Whisper Man from the season 7 finale. He's quite cool. He's sort of a... Are you trapped in a confession diary? Yeah, definitely am trapped in a confession diary. I've got quite a few now. I've got a few more arriving. My Weeping Angels, plural, are on their way, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, so I did get a couple, but these ones need to go back, because I got one of the snowmen, but it's the base had broken by the time it arrived, so it doesn't sort of stay upright, and that's not really good for collector's items. I got a General Stahl as well, but his leg is half coming off, so there's General Stahl. Yes, I'm showing off my Doctor Who figurines collection because I am king of the geeks. There we go. I like my little Doctor Who figurines, they're really cool. Do not get a Weeping Angel. I'm getting 2, and I'm going to swap them. I'm going to put them somewhere near the camera and swap them during the break so that it's changed when you come back. I'm tempted to get, there's one you can get that's 30 centimetres, it's about 100 quid, but it's got exchangeable heads, which is really cool, so I'm tempted to get that. And then there's another one I've seen, which I really want for the garden, which is a life-size Weeping Angel. It's like 5'10". It's made of stone and it's sort of like that, but looks over the top. I would love a life-size Weeping Angel. I think that would be amazing. But it is also about £3,000, so I haven't quite got that sort of money to burn at the moment. So it's something on my wish list for the future. A life-size, a Big Man Aaron-sized Weeping Angel to put in the... Imagine having guests around and then just moving it in the middle of the night to be... But just moving it to be by the front door, so someone comes up by the back door, someone comes down in the morning, goes to the door to let the dog out, there's a fucking Weeping Angel there. Oh, that would be amazing. I might have to buy a life-size Weeping Angel just to do that. You get cardboard cut out for 40 quid, but I don't think it's quite the same one. He was exactly Angel Bob. Oh, that's such a good episode. Is anyone watching Flux, by the way? Woke up in Joe's Chaos. Yeah, quite. I'm really enjoying Doctor Who Flux, I have to say. Chris Chibnall has been poor for Doctor Who, but I'm really, really enjoying this series. I haven't enjoyed a series this much since probably Series 8. Series 9, sorry, which was Capaldi's second season, which I really enjoyed the beginning and the end. The middle was a bit bland, but the beginning and the end were awesome. Series 10 was okay. The finale of Series 10 was really good. But Chibnall's series, it's all been very cartoony and not very interesting. But Flux, I'm really enjoying this. Controversial. Village is the best Angel episode, including Blink. I've only watched it once. I did enjoy it a lot. I do enjoy it. Is it better than Blink? I don't know. The voice of the priest is the voice of what? Is it really? Oh, that's amazing, Shapes. Can you repair? That's also what are birds we just don't know? What's it? I thought that was David Attenborough. They got David Attenborough to do Doctor Who. Yeah, you're now a criminal due to not having any male role models thanks to Doctor Who, Joey. You're quite right. Fucking bananas, isn't it? Anyway, I'm not going to get political. I am going to stop that bonus right there, though. 29 players grabbing a penny, and of course, your pennies will be added from this game, added to your total when I roll credits. Now, give us 5-10 minutes. I need to do sound testing and video and audio testing with Ash and Bob. But after the break, 5 to 10 minutes time, the host buzz-off will happen. It is Ben versus Bash for a Battle of Champions. Next point wins, as hosted by Bob. Enormously excited about this. I'm looking forward to playing it because obviously it's only been the second time I've played the game, and for Ash it's only the second time as well. First one was in a test game, and we're enormously grateful to the combination of Ape and Oni and Colo and Sapster, who in collaboration with Bob have come up with this question pack, specially bespoke question pack just for us. So can't wait to see what we're going to be up against, but do stick around. Once we've done sound testing, we'll be right back with the host's buzz off. Your reward for 1 million micro pennies as a community challenge raised. We'll be back with that in a few minutes time. Congratulations though to Lewis T. I've done medals, I've done author awards, and we've talked a bit about Doctor Who, which has been fun. Thank you all for playing. We'll be back in a few minutes time. And don't go anywhere, because in a few minutes time it will be the host game of Buzz Off. You don't want to miss it. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Gotcha! Making you fall like that.
Yeah, so I Hello, folks. Welcome to a very special edition of Buzz Off. You can't see me. I'm kind of in the void right now, but I am your host, Bob, Buzzer Bob. I mean, this is a very appropriate game for me to be hosting, so my name's in the title. But we're excited to have two wonderful folks joining us today. Thanks to Ben's community for reaching the goal to get these individuals here to be on stage, ready to duke it out, and I'm very excited to be here for this event. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you both to Royal Flush and AT_Bash. You probably know these two people. How's it going, folks?
Hey, good evening.
So this is, I feel like this has been just months in the making to have you two on the stage to go head to head. Ben, I'll start with you. How are you feeling so far?
I'm fine. I'm still sort of slightly buzzy off the back of the rest of stream earlier on, and so obviously it's been a quite a lot of build up to this. It took 2 and a bit months to get to the target, but I'm really excited to get in and play the game again because obviously I've been hosting it a lot, and it's always fun to have a chance to be on the other side of the table. And it's always a pleasure to have you here, Bob. And it's always a pleasure, I have to say, to be battling with the balmily big brain of Bash over there. See what I did there with all the B's. That's always a pleasure, and we've got a sort of running thing, and no one is quite sure what the score is. With maybe it's next goal wins. But it's super exciting to be here, and I hope we're going to have a good time.
Well, thank you for that. I love being here. And for those watching on the stream, thanks for keeping up with our technical difficulties. It's a lot of technology going in from me being in North Carolina, going over the Atlantic Ocean to stream audio and video and everything else. So please, thank you so much. And you mentioned your opponent. We have Ash here. Ash, how's it going, friend?
Good evening. I am doing okay under the circumstances. I know people in my community know exactly what's going on, but I'm doing okay. I'm feeling all right. Just trying to cope and trying to keep myself from going completely insane with my body. I'll hopefully be back streaming next week. Don't you worry. Quizmas is definitely going to happen out there for those people that are tuning in for that, and I've also people that know about the 500 questions challenge thing. I've extended that time as well to account for the fact that the streams haven't been on. So don't worry, you still have plenty of opportunity to put some Bitcoin towards that. Other than that, I'm absolutely. It's great to be here finally to get the host v host happening again. I think in terms of the score, it's a case of who's losing the most, and it's probably me losing the most at the moment.
Oh, come now.
I don't have the powers of ability to do alliteration. My brain is nowhere near as mahusive as Mr. Ben's over on the yonder side there on the red podia.
You are too kind.
Well, all I know is we're going to have a good game today. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have fun. It's going to be very exciting, and I think everyone here watching us now is going to be in for quite the show. So thank you all for being here tonight.
I've just boosted Ash's volume. Apparently Ash is a little quiet. So Ash, could you just say a couple more things and hopefully you're a bit louder?
A couple more things and hopefully I'm a bit more louder.
Is that any better, Halo? Hopefully that's all good.
We have a production team that is our Twitch chat.
Yeah.
The production team is the audience.
And I DM'd both of you the room codes, so let me know if you got those and you're ready to go.
I've got mine, certainly.
All right, and then
ready to join when needed.
Okay, so here on Buzz Off, we don't just use regular buzzers here because that's just boring stuff. We have very customizable sound effects when our players buzz in. So when Royal Flush Ben buzzes in, you're going to hear this sound.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Because
I cannot wait to hear that over and over and over again. And then if you hear Ash buzzing in, you're gonna hear this sound.
What was that?
What's that?
Is that the lick of some
That is a hideous mix of the lick with giant steps.
Nice.
Wow. Well, I like this already, and I think it's definitely very customizable, and it's going to have lots of fun. We hear lots of those musical tones throughout the show tonight. So we have 4 rounds of gameplay here. You each start on 4 chevrons. The player with the most chevrons at the end of 4 rounds will be our winner. Any questions before we begin?
I think
the answers, please.
Yeah, I think I know the rules. Whether I can play the game remains to be seen.
Well, I'll do my best to go over the rules again, and Ben, feel free to interject anytime if I'm not pulling my own weight here. So
duly noted.
Let's move on to round number 1, and round number 1 is called Trivia Search. This is how it's going to work. We're going to have a grid. We're going to have a category and a grid of letters, like a word search, and there are 5 possible answers to look for in that grid. Players, if you see a word in there, buzz in and give me your word. If you are correct, you're going to start your opponent's clock. And the only way your opponent can stop the clock is if they buzz in and give a correct answer. If the opponent runs out of time on their clock, you win the point. If all 5 answers are revealed, the player who found the most correct answers will win the point for the board. First to two will win the first chevron of the game.
Letters gradually removed from the grid, and if you buzz and are incorrect, you're frozen out for 10 seconds. And also you need to equalise scores in order to stop the clock, so if someone goes 2 ahead, you need to answer 2 to equalise. And audience suggests titles.
That's right, yes. So at the end of the game, we're going to put a title on the stream for what you want to call this show. So yes, please feel free to submit those titles in... is it with points, right? I believe with your pennies?
No, it's just whisper to the bot, exclamation mark, followed by a title.
Whisper to the bot. Perfect. Awesome. Great. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's go on to our first board. Let's see what it is. It's called Good Evening, Good Evening, Good Evening.
Oh my lord.
The letters are slowly being taken off the board, one by one.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
I just said that.
That's how my answer there. Buenos noches.
Is Buenas noches on the board? There it is, right in the right-hand column. Ash, your clock has started. Ash.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Is that up there? There it is. You've frozen your clock, and we go back to removing letters off the board. Each player has one word apiece. Letters are slowly, gradually coming off the board at a quicker pace. Ash.
Beat you to it.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. Is that on the board? It is.
Beat
Ben,
me
your
to-
clock has started.
Beat me by like a second. Stupid game.
You wrote this game.
Yeah, he's allowed to say that though.
Ash.
God couplet.
Yes, I'll take it. I knew you were going for that. I'll take it. Congratulations. That's 3 answers. You won the point for the first board. Congratulations, Ash, on that. There was one more. Let's see. Does anyone have an idea what the last one is, possibly?
Going by what Shapes has just said in chat, is it Konbanwa?
Oh, yeah.
It is. Yes, there it is. Diagonal from the right to the left. There it is. Well done on that, Shapes. Yeah, Shapes on that. So, Ash, you got the first point, which means if you win the next board, you'll take the first chevron of the round. So, Ben, you need to win this board. Let's go to board number 2. Show me the kitty. And Josie's not here. Oh, God. Ash.
Puss in Boots.
Is Puss in Boots on the board? There it is, right down the middle. Ben, your clock has started.
I noticed.
After time is gone.
Oh. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Ben.
A Cheshire Cat.
Is Cheshire Cat on the board?
Good.
There it is, right on the bottom. And backwards even. Very nice. So one apiece on Show Me the Kitty.
Good evening, good evening, good evening,
Ben.
good evening. I'm going to guess Bubsy.
Is Bubsy on the board? There it is, diagonal from the top. Very nice. Ash's clock has started. Okay. Oh, Ash, what's your answer?
Sylvester.
Is Sylvester on the board? There it is. We have 2 apiece. The next word will win it. Cat, do you see it? That's the question.
Oh my god, what? Where is it?
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Ben.
Raphael? No, Garfield! It's Garfield! I read my A and my R the wrong way round. It's Garfield.
I'm gonna have to take your first answer, Ben. You said Raphael. I'm sorry. That is
I didn't. I said
incorrect.
Graphael.
Wait. Yeah. Ben? That's like Ben. Ash?
Why did it be Garfield?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Raphael!
I knew it was there. I knew where it was. I just misspoke over it. Oh,
I love the Raphael comics. Oh, it's so good.
I knew it was that. I got it. Oh, good. GG.
Yeah. Unfortunate there, Ben. Bad luck. I'm so sorry. Hey, Ash, listen, you got the second point. Without all the words, that's 2 points to 0, which means you won the first chevron of the match. Congratulations. Oh, man. So Ash takes the early lead 5-4.
I don't know if you can hear it. I'm giving you a slow clap, Ash. From the
I appreciate it.
slow clap on that one. Well done, players. Let's see. So Ash is on 5 chevrons. Ben is on 4. We're going to head on to round number 2 of Buzz Off. Round number 2 is called Auction House. So in this round, players will go back and forth bidding on how many items they can name in a certain list from 1, 2, or 3, and then the opponent will say either, +1, +2, or +3 on their bid. Once the opponent thinks once the player thinks their opponent has overbid, they will just challenge them to name it. And if they can complete their bid, they will win the point. If not, their opponent will win the point from there. All right, I think we're all set.
fucking Graphael. Yeah, sorry. I'm ready.
I love it. Here comes the first category we have. We have Hype Train, Choo Choo. Top 15 countries by rail transport network size. Let me just, hold on, let me just get to my question viewer so I can see stuff. There we go. So I think, Ben, we're going to start with you on the bidding here. What's your opening bid?
Let's go 3.
3. Ash, do you want to add 1, add 2, add 3, or challenge Ben?
I'll add 2.
That goes up to 5. Ben.
+1.
+1, we go to 6. Ash.
I think there's going to be quite a few that I like. Could be, might not be. Name them, Ben.
Says Ben.
I really wanted
5. You have to name 6 of the top 15 countries by rail transport network size. Your time starts now for your first answer.
Well, let's start obvious. Good evening.
You're starting off with the US of A. Is US of A on the list? It is. Well done. 5 to go.
Good evening.
We're going for Germany. Is Germany on the list? It is. 2 down, 4 to go.
Good evening.
Australia. Is Australia in the top 15 countries by rail transport network size? It is. Half the list is done, Ben.
Okay, now I'm struggling. I'm gonna go. Good evening.
You don't sound too sure about that one.
I'm not.
Let's see. Is Russia on the list? It is. 2 more to go.
Okay. Gone with USA. Good evening. Do we have trains in Canada?
I believe Canada has some rails transport. The question is Canada in the top 15? Let's find out. It is. One more to go, Ben.
Oh, Christ. I've got a few it could be. And I'm going to try. I think I'm going to go with that.
Buzzing.
Good evening.
Going with France. How confident are you in France?
50%. If UK is there, I'm going to go spare, but I don't think it is. But I was thinking France or Poland or the UK, and I thought maybe Brazil, but I went with France in the end. Was it a good idea?
Surprised you didn't go for my favourite, Japan.
Oh yeah, that also made sense,
Well,
wouldn't it?
Ben, if it makes you feel better, Brazil, Japan, and Poland were all on the list.
It does not make me feel any better.
But does France join them? Let's see.
Hey!
Yes! Congratulations. Yes, France is on the list. You could have also said Argentina, Brazil, like I mentioned, China, India, Japan, Mexico, Poland, South Africa, and lastly, Ukraine. No
Ukraine.
UK in there. Yeah, Ukraine was on that list also.
Aha. I'm happy with that. I'll take a point.
That is a point for Ben in this round. Ben, if you win one more, you win the chevron for this round. Ash, you need to win this one to have a chance to get another chevron back to back. Here, let's go to the next list, and it is Whisper to the Bot, Cadbury single bars. And Ash, we're gonna start with you on the bidding.
Single bars, that's specific as well. Oh.
Start with 2.
Let's start with 2. Ben.
Well, given there's one on the board, +2.
2. We're on 4. Ash.
+1.
+1, going to 5.
+1.
Ooh, got a +1. On 6 now. Ash, how you feeling on 6?
Oh, that's a lot. I just feel like I'm going to jump into a Heffler trap if I try one. So... name them.
Ash says name 6 Cadbury single
I can't do any more.
bars.
I was going right back to you. I was going to challenge you if you had gone any more, but... Cool, 6. Okay.
All right, Ben, good luck. You have 6 to name on this list. Your time starts now. The first one.
No, you splitting hairs. Let's go with the one on the board.
I mean, I feel like that should be on the list. I'm pretty sure it's on the list, and it is on the list. There you go. 5 more to go.
Good evening.
All right, Ben says dairy milk. Now, just as a disclaimer, before I hit the progress button, because dairy milk is a correct answer.
Okay.
So dairy milk includes caramel, Frito, fruit and nut, and whole nut.
Jesus Christ, you could have told me that before. You've just taken two of the answers away from me.
Just going forward, now those answers were included in the dairy milk answer, but now you can't. No caramel,
Right,
no
fine.
Frito, no fruit nut, no whole nut.
Fucking
so,
fine.
let me. Sorry. Let me hit the right button. So dairy milk, and that is correct. There we go. It says C note next to dairy milk.
C no calls it up. Fine. Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. Right, we'll go there.
Good evening.
Going with crunchy. Is crunchy on the list? It is. Yes. 3 down, 3 to go.
I never really liked crunchies. I don't know why.
I did, and then I didn't for a long time, and now I do again. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute because I need to think. Because I've been robbed of 2 of my answers.
I don't think I've had any of these, so maybe I should probably try some.
Yeah, you definitely should. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Going with Flake. Is Flake on the list? It is. 2 more to go, Ben.
Flake 99 costing more than 99 these days. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Going with Double Decker.
I have a horrible feeling it might not be.
Is Double Decker on the list?
That's the noise I wanted to hear.
1 more to go.
Oh shit, is that a single or a double? Oh, cock. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's another one that's
you're
single or
now
double.
getting into the problem where I had, where the single bars.
Oh, shit the bed. That's all I've got. I don't know if it's going to count.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
I know it's Cadbury's. I don't know if it's going to count.
Oh, that's a really good answer. I mean, it's not a bar, but it's technically a single. Isn't it?
I just discounted Bounty and Milky Way. I was just going through a box of
Nestle.
I was going through. Are they Nestle? I was just going through a box of Cadbury's Miniature Heroes in my head.
Well, Bounty's more Galaxy, isn't it?
Is Bounty Galaxy? Okay.
Or something like that, anyway.
But then for Milky Way, I'm pretty sure that's a double bar. And then what else do you get in a Miniature Heroes? But you get the Cream Egg Twisted, but that's not a bar on its own. That's a Christmas special. Maltesers is a bag, and also not Cadbury. I'm going with Freddo. I think it's probably wrong, but.
Well, here's the thing, Ben. It's like yes and no, because if you remember earlier with Dairy Milk included caramel, Freddo, fruit and nut, whole nut. So unfortunately, I cannot take that.
Game.
That is on.
I hate this game.
I was sitting here going through it.
I love getting mad. It's so good. Unfortunately, that's not. We can't accept that. So, Ash, you win the point for this list. Let me go over what else you could have said on the list here. Other possible answers were Boost, Burnville, Brunch Bar, Caramilk, Chomp, Curly Whirly, Dark Milk, Fudge, Picnic, Snack, Star Bar, Timeout, and Twirl, and then Boost was the other.
Twirl is a double bar. Twirl has got 2 fingers in it. So that's why I discounted Twirl, because it was... Oh, never mind.
They normally come in 2.
They come into it. Twirl's a pair. It's not a single bar. It's two sticks of chocolate.
Unless they're, I don't know. Maybe
it's got a different technical classification. I don't know, but that's why I discounted Twirl. Otherwise, I would have said Twirl. I'm currently saying to blame Cadbury.
Send all your discrepancies to Cadbury, please, and we'll see if we get them back to the stream. Again, they probably won't even sponsor in the future. So.
Twirl, just full disclaimer. I'm taking a moral point here, if not an in-game point. Twirl is my favourite chocolate bar, and I thought that's a double.
There is no winner or loser in our battle, because there's always these technical discrepancies that come up saying, "Oh, I'll take the moral victory."
If it has been Cadbury's chocolate bars, Twirl in there on the nose. But it is what it is. Well played. Good game.
Here's a good thing: we get to see the third list written out, so we get to
true.
see all the lists. So it works out pretty well. So 1 point apiece in this round. We get to the third list. Let's see what that third list is. Wheel of Fortune wedges as of 2021. Now I have a disclaimer here that I'm going to read over. So we're looking for wedges that have appeared in any round of the season 39 premiere episode of the U.S. game show Wheel of Fortune, airing on September 13th, 2021. We are not considering prizes or other special wedges that can be altered or removed within the same round. For example, wild card, mystery wedge, the $1 million wedge, etc. But wedges on the wheel may be changed between rounds, which will count.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, Ash, we will start the bidding with you.
Let's start with 3.
Start with 3. Ben.
+1.
+1.
Are individual prize, like individual values, counted as individual entries here, or are we just discounting?
So like dollar values on the wedges. Yeah, or any wedge that is that doesn't fit any of the special wedges, like the $1 million wedge, the wild card mystery. But wedges on the wheel may be changed between rounds, which will count. So there may be some wedges that come into play in certain rounds. Those are ones that we will deem acceptable in the list.
Okay. +2.
+2. Okay.
Challenge.
Ben, you're on 6. Ben says, Ash, name 6 of those Wheel of Fortune wedges. And we're going to start the clock now.
Start with that.
All right, we're going to start with lose a turn. Is lose a turn one of the wedges? Of course it is.
Oh. Let's go with...
All right, so we have lose a turn. We should have a bankrupt, right? Of course. 2 down, 4 to go.
Now, I don't think this is removed from the wheel, and it is added on one of them, so I'm going to go.
Going with the express wedge. Is the express wedge on the wheel? Yep, and as you can see, express also included $1,000. All right, going with free play. Is free play on the wheel? It is not on the wheel. It was retired at the start of this season, so free play was retired.
Dang it.
Unfortunately, and then the other ones, just dollar values: 500, 550, 600,
That's where I was
650.
going to go straight afterwards, dollar values. Oh,
Yep,
dang it.
and then 700, 800, 850, 900, 2,500, 3,500, and then the top value of $5,000 was the last possible answer. You fell into that little trap there, Ash. Bad luck, unfortunately. But I guess at the end of the day, I guess Ben gets his moral point back. So Ben, you win this board, which means you win the second chevron of the match. Congratulations!
Yes.
Just like that.
Tight game.
Listen. I was talking to Ben when I was going through this game. I'm like, I want a nice close game. I want a tense game, tug of war, back and forth, and I'm getting it, and I'm so excited. So, Ben, you're leading 5 chevrons to Ash's 4 chevrons. We're halfway done. How you both feeling so far?
I like the game again now. I like it better than I liked it halfway through round 2. Yeah, no, it's good. Good tight battle, which is what we like to see.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this next round. It's one of my worst ones.
Oh, yes. For those who know the game, you know the next round is actually, I think, one of my favorites. So I'm going to have a lot of enjoyment out of this one. Round number 3, we call it Time Warp. So in this round, Ben and Ash are going to share a timeline, but it's going to be divvied up into 2 halves. So one player will get 1 question with their half the timeline. The other player will get a question for their half the timeline. When time starts, you'll see a little slider on the bar. The player must stop the slider where they think the actual event took place on the timeline of the years. Whoever is closest to the correct answer for their question will get the point, and then 2 points will win the chevron. We good to go?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see the first timeline and the first question. So we're going to start with Ben. The timeline for Ben is 1610 to 1810. The first written use of "for goodness sake," the time starts now.
Surely that's Shakespearean. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
All right, Ben is locked in with a guess of 1659. Let's go over to Ash. Ash's timeline is 1810 to 2010. And Ash's question is, The first written use of OMG. Your time starts now.
I absolutely know this one.
Was it used for oh my god, or was it used for something different? I'm gonna go there.
All right, Ash is locked in 1900 for his guess. So let's see who is closest. Let's find out.
Oh, for God's
Ash
sake.
got it. Ash was 17 away. 1917 was the first written use of OMG. Ben was 36 away. The first written use of For Goodness Sake was in 1623.
Was it,
So
was
Ash,
it Shakespeare?
I believe it. Let me double check my notes. I have some notes here. I don't have any on my notes unless one of the question writers can fill us in on that tidbit.
I just went to like the OMG thing I knew because it was a wartime note. I thought it was Second World War, but GG, well played.
Yep. There it is. Yes, Samster did say, yep, it was Shakespeare. Well done. So Ash, you get the first point, win the next one, and you get the chevron back. Let's go on to the second timeline. Ash, 1900 to 1955 for Ash, the first television game show that airs on US TV. Your time starts meow.
Oh.
Right, Ash locked in on 1930 for the first US game show airing on US TV. Ben, your timeline is 1955 to 2010. Your question is the first $1 million prize given away on a US game show. And your time starts now.
So the midpoint's going to be about 85. It's definitely later than that. 85, 95, 2005, 2015. So I reckon it's probably about there.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
So someone's saying they were thinking 80s. Oh, looks a little late to me.
Wasn't the US version of All Clued Up something to do with $1 million prize on it? And that was...
I will say, yep, it was the $1 million chance of a lifetime. So when I saw this question, I'm like, yep, this is it was the US version of All Clued Up, exactly, Ash. But let's see who is closest to their question. Let's find out.
Bloody Nora!
My goodness, Ash was 8 away. Ben was 10
TV
away.
was invented. TV. Oh.
1938 was the
this
first
game.
And then Ash, you got it right, 8 away, but Ben was just a little too far out, 10 years away from the correct answer. Ash, listen, you swept that round and you got that chevron back. Well done.
It's a round I hate. I love it now.
Just like that, it goes from Ash, then it goes to Ben. Now it's back to Ash. Folks, this is a real barn burner here. I'm glad you tuned in to watch these two quiz masters go head to head. And we're heading into the final round where anything can happen. So,
He said it.
anything can happen.
It often does.
So players, get ready. Let's go into the final round, and it is on the buzzer. The way this round works is I'm going to start listing off a series of items. If you know the connection, buzz in and give me your answer. If you're right, you will win a chevron. If you are wrong, you'll be locked out for the next 3 clues, giving your opponent 3 free clues to think about and buzz in to steal a chevron. Each clue will last about 3 seconds on screen. So I think that is all I have to say. So we have 5 questions in this round. Ben and Ash, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, the first round is a question. The question round is a picture round. So instead of seeing words on the board, you're going to be seeing images. So for the first question, let me hit progress. Buzz in when you know what I'm talking about with these images. And here we go.
evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Ben.
Are these all Royal Flush original games?
I will need a little more specific, please. Need a little more.
How'd you get more specific than that? These are all... Oh, bloody hell. Mass multiplayer? Oh, no, not mass multiplayer. Well, they might be mass multiplayer, but they're original games that are based... that share a title with some other form of media, like a film or something?
I cannot include that. You are frozen out for 3 clues. Ash, the next 3 clues are yours for free before Ben can come back into play. Oh, I guess less. Here comes the next ones. And after this... Oh! Ash!
Are they game titles of game shows hosted either by my good friend over there or by myself?
Yes, we were looking for images that represent quiz or game night originals. Ben, you were right there.
That's so mean.
We were looking for, because some of those shows, if you notice them, like Relativity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice clue.
So, Ash, well done
There's the
on that.
advantage of me having fewer game shows than you.
So, Ash, you win that chevron. You're now leading 6-3. Let's move on to the next list. Let me make sure I have my clues here. There we go. Perfect. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Sagara? Let's say that. Balmoral Estate. Mars in 1977.
What?
Horta S. Paulo, Rome. 3,000 yield or giveaway signs in Quebec. 1 Bass Pro Drive in Memphis, Tennessee. The Gladiators Arena since 1994.
Good evening.
Ben.
Are they all circular?
They are not. You're locked out for 3 clues. Ash, you have 3 free clues coming up. Here comes the next one. 3900 South Las Vegas Boulevard. Former headquarters of Transamerica. The Louvre. Ash.
Do they all have pyramids?
Yes, we'll take that. Locations of pyramidal structures. Pyramids is the key word they were looking for, and you've just taken the next chevron. So that is 2 in a row for Ash. Ben, how you feeling?
Next question, Bob.
Next question, let's go. This is match point. So Ash, if you get this right, you win the game. Buzz, when you know what I'm talking about. Pocos. Minim. Glimmer. Heath. Wulong. Galleon. Starbucks. Septum. Bottle caps. Moolah.
Good evening.
Ben.
Are they slang terms for money?
I need a bit more, please.
Oh, of course you do. Slang terms for money, or things used as substitute for money, or things that can represent money, or representations of currency, or something in that general field.
No.
Hate this game.
Which means There's 3 more clues, which means you get the rest of the clues, Ash. Ben cannot answer again, so here comes your next clues. Gold pressed latinum. Boots. Pennies. Ash, your answer for the win.
They all gold?
They are.
I can't think of a connection other than the currency stuff and them being slightly golden.
No, it's not gold, unfortunately. Do I hit X on that, Ben? or
Yeah,
does it
X,
progress?
X on that.
Yep, sorry.
Are they all fake currencies or virtual currencies?
Yep, that's what we were looking for. Fictional currencies. You were right with the currencies, but the key word that they were not real. That was the thing that tied them together.
So moolah is actually an actual proper term then for a fictional currency rather than just describing generally money. Okay.
Well, Ben, at the skin of your teeth, you saved a potential win there with Ash's answers.
I
So
didn't.
that was
There's only 2 questions left. That's the end of the game, I think.
Oh, that's right!
You should have a debug for it.
Oh, so if I hit progress gameplay...
Yeah.
Ash, you're the winner! Oh!
Good game, mate. Well played. Well played.
Wow, Ash, congratulations on that. That was wonderful gameplay. I mean, listen, the whole time I was just laughing here, having a good time watching you two go at it, and I feel like these questions were just such a joy from our question writers, and I'm really happy.
Big props to the question writers. Thank you very much for taking the time and constructing such a bespoke pack. It's very much appreciated.
So Ben, sorry, did you have a good time tonight?
I did. It was really good fun, and in spite of the theatrics, I really enjoyed myself, and it's not all about winning. I did have a good time. Thank you, Bob, for coming in to step in. Thank you, Ash. I know you've not been 100% the last few weeks, so thank you for coming out today and having a game. It's been a joy, it really has.
Thank you for inviting me over, Ben.
Pleasure. Anytime.
And our winner is Ash. Ash, congratulations on winning today's game. How do you feel? Tell us everything. What's going through your body right now?
Yeah. Well, that's a thing that happened. I didn't think it had happened. Sort of a moot point at the end there, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take the win, and I will definitely remember this moment. I actually have a win here against Ben. At least one. I don't know if I've got any more, but no, I now know I have at least one win.
I could chalk that one up, absolutely. And hey, next time I think we need to get Bob into this game, and you can see what it's like.
You know what? Listen, I would love to be a part of this again. I mean, one of the joys of being on Twitch was getting to meet Ben and Ash and just being a member of both their wonderful communities, which has been absolutely fantastic. And I say this every time I come on to these streams, but it just inspires me to become a better streamer and a better presenter and just overall just doing well at what I do to entertain our audiences. So it means a lot to come here, have a good time, and be a part of these awesome events because I think they are what we need during these times, and I know everyone enjoys it, so I do appreciate it.
Although I haven't enjoyed the fact that Big Man Aaron has pointed out I'm the only person to lose 2 blood. No, that's not right, because Innis has also lost 2. It has played a pilot game against Shapes and then has gone out in the tournament. So Innis, you and I have something in common. That's lovely. Apodo saying, Bob, have you got anything you want to promote? Have you got anything coming up that you want to say something about?
Actually, so tonight in about an hour, it's about 7 p.m. Eastern time, which would be about 1 a.m. Your time, I believe. You're 5 hours ahead. 2
hours is 1 a.m.
Midnight.
2 hours from now is
1 a.m.
2 hours from now or 1 hour from now.
Okay, so 1 hour from now, let's say 1 hour from now, my stream team, we're doing a marathon for the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So if you want to come over and watch some of that and hang out with us, I think that will be a great way to meet some of my new stream teammates. And we give away money every time on our streams. Last night we had a jackpot winner on our stream. They won, I think, was it $82 in cash. So the jackpot was reset to 25, so you can come and win some money then. So come on by.
I've just promoted the wrong stream. I thought you were Buzzer Bob TV, but you're not. You're Buzzer Bob.
Buzzer Bob, yeah.
Is your Twitch handle Buzzer Bob TV?
Nope, just Buzzer Bob, and then Buzzer Bob TV is on Twitter and Instagram because
Twitter, that's what I meant.
Yeah, someone else took those names, those jerks.
So yeah, twitch.tv/BuzzerBob is what you want.
I do want to go over a list of possible names that you were all in the chat was submitting names to call this episode. Just some. I'm gonna read off some of my favorites that I've been looking here. Ben hates Buzz Off. Bob tries UK chocolate bars coming soon to Twitch. Disclaimer: host hates this game. Good evening, and my evening has suddenly got worse. Life is like a train journey. Sometimes we all make mistakes in our travel choices. Royal Flush and the Dairy Milk Conspiracy. I love that one, actually. That's pretty good. This game is my child. I hate it.
It's becoming a theme when I play the game. There is some form of hate in the title.
Yeah.
The last time I mentioned I played is Happy Anniversary. I hate you so much.
Yeah. There's so much anger in these titles. Big battle of the brilliant Ben and Bash. Ash's alliteration, absence battles, Ben's boarding boisterousness. Wow, I actually said that pretty decently. But I think
before you announce the winner, because winner obviously goes straight to credits and then we close down. I'm just going to very quickly do the general end of night stuff. So I'm going to pop back to Camview. Just stay right there just a second, Bob. Sure. Why is my camera not? Oh, it's because I disabled the camera. If I re-enable the camera, I will come back just for a minute. Hello again, everybody. I'm here. Mrs. Flush is here with a sleepy puppy. Just over there. He's very sleepy. It's like he's had a very busy day, so he is.
He's looking very sad in his crate, so we brought him out for a little cuddle. He's a tired baby boy.
Just before we reveal the title and wrap up, because that will be the end of the stream, next week, stuff going on. I'm going to have to check Discord on my phone, because obviously I'm streaming from it. What's on? So Tuesday, this coming week, there is more Buzz Off, the beginning of the quarterfinals of Buzz Off. I believe it's Proogs versus Samster, and I want to say Claire versus whoever Claire's playing that I now can't remember. That's really bad. There's only 8 players. You'd think I'd be able to remember them. Oni. So Proogs versus Samster and Claire versus Oni in the quarterfinals of Buzz Off happening on Tuesday. And we have also got Bidding War, as written by Cyclespace, which I think Samster remarked when he proofed it was almost a flawless pack and don't think he had to make any changes to it at all. Cyclespace is very solid, right? So we look forward to that. And then, Bash, what's happening on Wednesday?
Well, what's happening on Wednesday is, it's the turn of December, and all of you know what that means. Yes, it is the return of Quizmas for 2021, which means between Ben and myself, there will be 12 streams, 6 apiece. Obviously, Ben will also have a few more in between that as well for regular streams as well. But in a mixture of those, there will be 12 games with prizes associated to them. But you'll only find out what they are if you tune in on that evening to find out what they are.
Indeed so. So Ash is opening the Quizmas festivities on Wednesday the 1st of December at 8 p.m. at his usual channel, which is there, which I'm sure you all know. I've got the second day of Quizmas, which is next Saturday. I'm not going to say too much more, but it could be quite a long stream. Is all I'm going to say about that. Because in addition, in addition to the Quizmas festivities, there are 2 packs of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is what we're calling the supplementary game. It's not going to have prizes attached. It's just going to be part of the regular stream. But there are Quizmas festivities on the second day of Quizmas with me next Saturday. Ash is opening it up on Wednesday, the 1st of December. That's Wednesday next week. And of course, course, one other thing to mention, not tomorrow, but Sunday week, Topper is back with his own Quizzical Christmas, and Topper's Quizzical Christmas number 1 on Sunday the 5th of December. It features Rebound and the 21st question, so do go and give him a follow as well. Quizmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Put another question into the Persephone's Chair question database, or possibly the Bash database as well, but that doesn't quite rhyme. Worst rhyme ever, I know. It started so well. So that is Buzz Off and Bidding War on Tuesday with me. First day of Quizmas with Bash on Wednesday. The second day of Quizmas plus Millionaire with me on Saturday next week. And Topper back with his Quizzical Christmas number 1 on Sunday the 5th of December. So much stuff going on, and as ever, do come and join the Discord if you want to come and hang out and find out more information, up to the minute information, and all will be well. I have got another announcement that I need to make, but I'm not going to do it now because I need more information and stuff that's going on. Here is a puppy, and thank you all for... Oh, hello. Yes, I love you too. I love you too. Okay, take your tongue out of my mouth. I have not consented to this, no. Thank you all for tuning in and making this such a splendid evening. It's been a real pleasure to actually get to play one, and again, very, very special thanks to the question writing team of Ape, Samster, Colo and Oni, and very, very many thanks as well to Ash for coming to join me, and to Bob for jumping in and guest hosting. It's been a pleasure. From me, it's good night, and I'm going to let Bob wrap up the evening.
Thank you, Ben. So as I said, it's good night from Ben, and it's good night from Ash.
Good night.
It's good night from me. Good night. You've been watching fucking Graphiel.
We're never gonna stop, 'cause we never get enough. We burn till we're out of time. And when we get to the end, we're gonna do it again. 'Cause tonight is when we come alive. La 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 la, I'm all about. Don't you wanna come? Don't you wanna come? Don't you wanna come alive? Whoa, oh, oh.